Oh wait, can we just start it here? What's good, chat? What's good? One second. I gotta make sure this is... Alright, now YouTube stream should be good. Yeah, we're looking good. Alright, what's good, chat? Streaming scrims today? No scrims today. What's up with Ant? I mean, you guys you'll figure it out. It's not my business to like to talk about it. I know I'm gonna get that fucking question a lot today. It's good, everyone. We'll watch a LAT and Vancouver matches. Pretty good weekend overall. Do have some work to do on this Den Hardpoint though.
Doing that against lesser teams.
JP is replacing N in the starting lineup. Close.
Historically, Scrap has basically been able to go and gun whoever the hell he wants, but this is going to be a little bit tougher of a test. Scrap is going to be getting his early, but getting the time will be Mercules inside.
And there is one more thing to add to this, right? We have had this matchup already. LADs did lose the Kenny versus OpTic effect.
That's
right?
true.
Which was like automatic.
Would you ever charge to go through someone's VOD? Maybe in the future, but I mainly just focus on the pro stuff, and my main focus is on the team.
Maybe you lose Act out, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, no,
Rank your last 5 gun metas, Vanguard to BO7. I'm actually down to do that. You know what? I'm actually down to do that right now before we get into the VOD stuff. Let me see. All right, we're gonna have to draw this out. Give me 1 second. JJ Abner to replace Shotzi. All right. What is it? Gun metas? Let's get a gun meta tier list. Let's do this. All right, so we got what was you started with Vanguard? Fuck, I just spelled that wrong. Vanguard. What came after? MW2, MW3. What? BO6, BO7. So I think the auto was guaranteed better, like by far, than the MP40. I thought the TAC or the I thought the VAZ was better than TAC in this game. I don't know what you guys think. I think it was a little bit more, definitely more even, but I thought the VAZ was definitely better. Or what was it? MCW was godlike, but I love the rival too. But the MCW was better. I'm not writing with a mouse. I'm writing with a pen. I got a little like tablet thing that I write on. If I was writing this on a mouse, I'd be actually God himself. Can you imagine? What was this? 74U and Ames? Or was, sorry, Jackal and Ames? That was a lot more balanced. And then M15 and what's it called? Dravik. Rank them 1 to 5? Yeah, I will. 1 second. I'm getting a text. Alright, what are we gonna do here? Are we doing just my favorite metas, or do you think that's the most balanced, the least balanced? Like right now, like these two feel like the most balanced in terms of like AR and sub. There's no like clear difference, though there's like a slightly favored. I feel like Jacqueline Ames was pretty balanced, no? What was my favorite? If we're going my favorite, I think MW3. I just really liked using the MCW, and I also thought the rival was like satisfying as fuck. So if we're going like my favorite in terms of just like using and watching, it's MW3. But in terms of like balance, I actually think BO6 is the most balanced. So I'd say like BO6. I'd say MW2. Then I'd say this one. And I'd say this one, then this, then that. In terms of like balance, what do you guys think? I definitely think BO6 out of all of these 5 definitely felt like the most balanced out of all of them. But my favorite was MW3. I just loved using the MCW, and I loved using the rival. All right, let's get into some VOD chat.
Maybe you lose that guy. We'll see what happens.
MW3 felt kind of balanced to me. I don't know. I just still felt like the MCW was like it cleared all. Maybe it was like map dependent wise too, because we played a lot of like invasion, played sub base, played some more AR heavy maps before like Rio and 6-star came in and Vista. So that might kind of tweak my my thought process. I still thought the MCW was godlike though, but it definitely felt really good. That was definitely my favorite.
For OpTic, just because like you're 4-2 on hardpoints throughout this stage, and this is the map you've lost twice, right? The desk kind of talked about they've been playing a lot of Scar hardpoint. They're 4-0 there. So LA Thieves, you get them on a 10 where they have lost a couple of.
We talked about this hold. This hold wasn't great. It's just I think we're sometimes prioritizing the wrong thing. Like we kind of changed our thought process on it, but now we have to adjust based on that. That wasn't really happening there. I don't really want to get into it, but just know we know the P2 shit was a problem. I think the P2 is really important because it stems into how well you do on the P3. Like having old on P2 is actually like super godlike.
I mean, outside of, I think you said the Koi one was like pretty close, but yeah, I mean, they still like
Blackheart map 1 when? I mean, technically we could have picked it yesterday, but I don't know. We're gonna get it in the series now, obviously. But dude, I kept saying this. I mean, Boston could have picked it against us in the first series of the major, and C9 could have picked it against us, and neither did. Or maybe Boston couldn't have picked it map 1. I forget. It was left open for both of those series, but I guess we could have picked it. But I don't want to like chance that shit, because you saw what happened with the Gentlemates thing, where they lose map 1 Blackheart when they're testing it out, and then they end up losing the series. Like picking it ourselves when we don't need to pick it doesn't feel right. But I don't know. Hey, obviously, like later on in the stage, if we don't get these reps because it's just not getting in the series, then maybe we'll just pick it just to get the rep.
In some signs that we saw in stage 1 from Shotzi, right? Very slow starts in Hardpoint. We're getting another one here, but the fact is you're only down 10.
You know, he has been improving, obviously, since like that the first qualifier.
I talked about it.
Yeah, there you go. Right into
It's a similar situation with red card. Y'all became very good, but don't give anybody a chance. I don't think we ever got good at red card. I'm not gonna lie. Our red card was dog awful.
What is a great break for Thieves is an instantaneous break back for OpTic.
No, yeah, I was gonna say, if you're Thieves,
We kept trying to experiment with it to get it back in the series to see if we could play it in matches, and every time we played in a match, that shit would go wrong. So we were not trying to play that the rest of the year.
give them that lead.
So through our first set, what, about 20 points separating our squads. OpTic will take advantage. They'll go 3 dead right as the second P1 starts. Spawns will end up split here. You'll still have Hook on one side. The other 3 are going to be spawning out towards our next hard point.
Is Den going to be the auto moving forward? Maybe not the auto, but we're definitely going to be trying to get Blackheart in there a little bit more. And obviously, we're what 1-5, 1-6 now on this map. We just need some more time on this.
He's like under broken already. They're gonna push through. They're gonna push through.
Yeah, they're on me.
We should flip.
They're on me. They're on me.
Okay, flip.
Another one here. Yeah, no,
Let's go scuttle. Let's go scuttle.
Dude, the amount of times that Kyler or Ant screamed dead when they didn't actually finish the kill in this series was so funny.
I don't know any.
Is Saki coming in Major 3? I hope so. I don't know for sure though. That's not a question I can answer, unfortunately. That's a league question. Teams troll playing you guys on Scar. I mean, yeah, we're good at it, but I mean, you're gonna have to play us on Scar or Colossus or Exposure, which we've all been looking pretty good on. Dude, this is so funny. This guy jumped off the map and climbed back on. I think it caught Brandon by surprise a little bit. Where was it?
I think we're maybe missing one.
Scrim saying no, today's day off, chat. One day's off. We'll be back tomorrow.
I'm on HP. I'm on HP. I'm close. I'm nading. I think he's out. He's in it. He's shot me. Dropped it. Dead.
Super weak. That.
Outer, not weak.
Oh, it's right here.
He's back.
Dude, Ave was this kind of turned for that.
Two in there. One shot.
He's out.
Close right. Absolute close right. Hydra. All good.
Yeah, he pushed out lobby, bro. Or he's just ironing lobby. We should play new. Let's go new. Yep. Maybe first guy con.
Pretty sure we're just gonna.
Yo, they're on me. I hear it. He's dojo.
This felt awkward too. They thought two people were here as well. Literally just Paco. He buys so much time for his team, and then like they just start breaking from the tile side, and we aren't pushed up to like prevent it at the time. And then they just insta break. How does Hook become the human UAV? That man is literally calling everything out. He has a very good read on the game. He's a hard worker and he's fucking gross. It's a very hard thing to do, chat. I don't think you guys realize how hard it is to do like the stuff he does on the map and also call out like that. Dude, literally like Ant can't even do that stuff. Like Ant could do it if he wanted to, but like he always says like his gameplay would drop off. Doing like what Kyler does and like communicating like that is fucking unreal.
I'm gonna take my time, right? Okay.
Yeah, right shot. I don't see him on the map. I'm weak.
Just wait.
I'm only trying. One shot. One on you. Back left on me. Yeah, one's not even shot me. Dragon on me. And Dragon on me. Which place? One's bottom map.
What is it about this map? A few things, but we've talked about them. I think it stems a lot from the P2 stuff. The P2 holds. Bad P2 holds stem into P2 scrap, which stem into not great rows to P3. And if you're not great rows to P3 and you're not breaking it, you can get chained into the P4 and it just gets, you're put in a cycle. So I think it stems a lot with the P2 stuff that was happening. So we'll be working on it for sure. But we might need some time on it. Because there's a difference between having a losing record and being 1-6 on it now. Now it's like, okay, we really got to lock in with the match stuff whenever we play it. Hey, Bobby, appreciate the sub tier 1. Thank you, man. Oh, the alert thing is working, by the way, too. Let's go. I finally got those alerts working back again. What's good, Texas Bear? Or TX Bear? You think the opened up mid roofs, the map would play better? Maybe. We were talking about that towards the beginning of the game. I tweeted it out and shit, but yeah, I think so. It's just weird because it's such a long route and you have to like fully commit for it if you're gonna take it. It's very hard to access, obviously. Do I have a GitHub? I do have a GitHub, but I don't have anything really public on it. Actually, you know what? I will be posting some public stuff of just raw data that I have that I was able to save from 2016 to 2019. So all of CWL, anything that I could find, I'm going to be posting that public for anyone that wants to use it. It's a lot of BO6, IW. There's like a lot of IW, some BO6. I don't know if it's all the tournaments BO6. There's a fuck ton of World War II because that's when it was like full API and there's like a lot more intricate map by map data, and then BO4 too, but not full data for BO4. It's just like the same stuff you'd see like on a Breaking Point website. World War II is more of like the gold mine, like every map is positional data, gun data, kill feed data, that type of shit. So I'm gonna post that publicly for everyone to see because I'm pretty sure Activision took down the CWL one. They had a CWL GitHub and I think they just took it down, which kind of sucks, but I'm glad I was able to save a bunch of it before they took it down. Bro, my ear has been so itchy today. What the fuck? Maybe my IEM.
You look up, the guy's got 50 plus engagements, plus 10, almost 90 seconds on the hill.
This was close to coming back with this P3, P4 chain, but it was so unlucky. Brandon was holding the pinch for so long. We die first on the hill, so he starts like wrapping towards the P4. Were you surprised how well map 2 to 4 played? It was hardly close. No, I think we've been very good. Like you guys even see in our scrims, I think we're really solid right now. Really solid in respawns, and our search has been looking really good too, which is always a positive. Like our search versus these guys looked really good, and then our search yesterday in the raid looked good too. I think it was what 6-2 on both of them, or 6-2, 6-3, something like that. It may have been 6-2 both of them.
Mercury's already going to be here. Checking his corners, wins the first gunfight. OpTic's going to be in a spot to win here at P4. Chance to do it.
This is also awkward too. So obviously this is a good play by Abe. He still hits through old, so like maybe Brandon keeps playing for this guy because we know that one had spawned towards old, and after a while, if he doesn't see anything, obviously he starts wrapping back and knows that they can't be left. But I also think this guy being red and contesting time like this is being so awkward. So we talked about how we wanted to kind of play this hold too. And look at the timing. As soon as Brandon gives it up, because he starts because people start activating on the other side of the map. Close, but honestly, we were down in a big deficit anyway. Like we didn't really play the first half well at all. What point is the AN announcement? I actually don't know. What time did they tweet it out, chat? They said 3 Central? Is that what it is?
Because what ends up happening, you saw how long it was taking Thieves to set up that play. And sometimes what that does is sort of
2 p.m. CT.
Projects what's happening, right? It gives you a preview. Hey, this is taking too long. Somebody watch the pinch. Dashy.
Hey, appreciate that, wise man. Congrats on the newborn.
This guy doesn't die.
There from BZ. Usually, I mean, this is why we talked about. First off, Scrap is 5,000 damage. That superstar. It's awesome.
Well, we talked about it. His clutches.
Bro, they didn't. I don't think they had it on Brandon's POV. I'm gonna have to try and find this for you guys, chat. They didn't have Brandon's POV on the snipe in the round where Mason got the smoke ninja diffuse thing. Bro, they didn't have it on his POV, but me and Damon were watching his screen. I swear to God, he almost no scoped him from top server when he was top ring. I swear to God, it was almost a no scope. I need to find if I could see his POV in like the observer VODs. 1 second. I'm actually gonna look for it right now. I'm hoping that this was on his POV. 1 second. What round was the ninja defuse? Let me see. I gotta see what round the ninja defuse was. Was it this round? No. It was 3-2, right? Yeah, alright. 3-2. Please tell me they have it on his POV. Oh, never mind. Nah, it looked way better. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Maybe I just made that shit up in my head. It looked crazy. It was just a quick scope. Sorry to bait. Sorry to bait. Here, I'll see if I'll share it with you guys. Actually, how do I share it without giving this shit away? Can I like F11 it? I mean, it's just a quick scope. It's nothing special. Sorry, dude. I thought, dude, it legit was like it looked like a black scope from his screen.
This time it's Hydra that finds the opener.
Nah, I gassed the fuck out of it. I'm sorry. It was cool, but it was not like waste a minute trying to pull it up because of the I can't leak the link type thing. But it was nasty, like kill to get the blood on scrap so that Mason can like go for the play.
I think it was. And so he's just like, all right, cool.
Thank you for the cover.
And I mean, LA Thieves, they have just.
You see Super sniping versus C9 and Bro's a menace? Yeah, he's a good sniper. More so like he has a deep bag with like spots that he plays. He'll like never play the same spot in one game. He's very flexible with it.
I mean, not expecting that. Yeah. And maybe scrap it.
Let me go back to the first round because we missed it.
Remember, and we go with Dashy. Slow to start us off. Well, that was nearly.
Yeah, chat. I know what's going on with Ant. Again, that's not my business to like announce anything. Obviously, no leaks here. What's Hook been on lately? Bro's just fucking him. He's hitting super flow state.
On Hydra now.
Yeah, I mean that just starts. It's a very slow round, and LADs had no info, so I think they panicked a little bit, trying to take a risk bottom window, and yeah, you just have nobody watching the hop.
100 gifted, I'll tell y'all. Jesus, chat.
I mean, yeah, tough one word.
Yeah,
nah.
I mean, Shotzi just catches the time.
I would be crucified if I just leaked anything, chat. Hex is if you leak anything, you're on the shit list, bro. I'm not trying to be on the shit list.
This map is basically an MW2 map, and Shotzi's like lit.
Yeah.
Let me get lost and find an opening. He's like, can I swim here?
So good to see after you saying he felt uncomfortable search back-to-back bangers. Yeah, no, obviously there were just like some uncomfortable situations, but I think the way we've been playing was pretty good. So.
2 in the opening round. Now we'll see the offense looks like for Thieves.
Is Hex working with OpenClaw or any AI? I saw you bought a Mac Mini. He said he was thinking about it. I don't know if he actually committed to it yet, but he definitely said he was thinking about it.
Tricky at times, and that time it ends up catching Hydra. So what was a great offense is followed up by what seems to be a great defense, but Neum does make this a little bit interesting.
It's an unreadable corner.
He'll be ripped out of it. A BZ now.
That late in the round like that.
Can he walk away with a 1 versus 3?
What separates the best teams and the worst teams besides just like raw talent? Decision making.
If he plants B, we're just gonna retake it. We don't mind this. We're not gonna give him.
COD is all decision making.
They have that locked down. Shotzi has the full pinch.
How do you coach a team that's doing well without hurting their gameplay? I don't know what you mean by that. I mean, you're never trying to hurt their gameplay regardless. There's just not as much you have to like really focus on when you're doing well. There's still things that you have to focus and get better at because you're not going to be perfect, but just a lot less that you have to like worry about really, because they're kind of like all on the same page with a lot of stuff they're doing right now. But there's still areas like our Den hardpoint is atrocious right now in matches at least. And even, I mean, I don't even think the scrims were that great for Den. So obviously that's something we need to work on. Like we're doing really well, and the matches were 6-0, but our Den hardpoint is not looking great. So we have to fix it. Hey, it's uncommon. Appreciate the sub with Prime. Thank you.
No, even Hootie was just so quick on that wrap to catch him on that bomb. Thieves just discussing, just trying to figure out what they want to do. So far, not been able to find any success.
Dude, I have to fix this ear thing, bro. It is making my ear itchy as fuck.
Good start.
Maybe I'll just use the right one for today. Dude, I'm just always perma left ear. Just my comfort, dude. This is a good play out of them. This is a mid to B, and they just use Scrap to watch over them with the sniper. And like here, Ant's like basically shouldering for him. And as soon as he sees a sniper, he backs the fuck away. So that's their cue to be like, okay, we can push up long here. And we were trying to set up a thing of like, okay, Ant's gonna run out and bait for Brandon to snipe over him so that he can snipe Ernie. But they ran it in long. It was a good play.
He's going to drop. Dashy able to get one, but the aggression for Thieves pays off. You go 2 for 1. Yeah, so he just takes that risk. Just Scrap is sniping over him. But Mercules is going to spot 1. Don't know if he's going to know 2 is back there.
Thoughts on FaZe versus Boston? I was surprised, dude. Especially the last map, the exposure. I turned away and like Boston, it came back huge. But very surprising, obviously. No, but I do think Boston got a lot of better with Spart. I think Spart's doing really well for that team. He's been frying actually. Hey, Yixi with the tier 1 20 months, dude. Thank you so much, man. That's commitment.
Do you just play your life? You have a plan as well? You're 3/4 of the way to the streak. Seems to be
Bro, and the 5 gifted from Yixi. Shout out Wixie in the chat, dude. Thank you, man.
I feel like he should, but he's going hunting.
Feels like a lot of teams are shifting, some playing down and some playing well, like Koi. Watching the boys stay consistent and improve still has been so good to watch. I do think Koi has been playing really well. When do we play Koi? That's got to be like towards the end, I think, right? But they look really good with Kips.
Surprise.
Oh, imagine they just lined up. It wouldn't have mattered, but
Are we gonna see a Blackheart this upcoming match week? Maybe.
Is it discussion? Isn't just? I just really.
Again, we've been having it in some of our series. It just doesn't get to the map sometimes.
Might as well just, who knows? Maybe find a Hellstorm. And this is a pretty darn good map for it.
Yeah, no, I was even thinking Hellstorm when you said.
What do you think is going on with Gentlemates? I thought they kind of just got caught slipping versus C9, obviously, and maybe that just transferred into the Toronto one. And honestly, I think Toronto is really good now.
The objective time.
So they could have just caught him off guard, but definitely the C9 one just caught him off guard. They were probably just not going as hard, and C9 took advantage of it. Plus, C9 could be like a sneaky good search team, I guess. Like Hyde absolutely fried him in the searches, and then they tested the Blackheart obviously in map 1, and it didn't go their way, and now you're down 0-1 against a team that could get weird in search, you know. For Scar, S&D doesn't get boring from a viewer that both teams play one side of the map, meaning a bomb site. In a sense, but there's a lot more to the map than just the A bomb site. That's what I'll say about that map. I do think it is still one-dimensional, don't get me wrong, with just the one site. But I think there's a lot that goes on the map that's not just, you know, the P2 side. Like, there's a lot of things that you have to take into account. That's why I think if the bomb site got moved, it would be like S tier search map. Because if you put B anywhere viable, it becomes really, really, really good for search. Elite Reaper 1997, appreciate the 5 gifted, man. Thank you.
Yeah, it did.
Shout out Elite Reaper. What the hell happened to stream?
Well, Hook has 2 in the round. Some great shots from him with that M15. So A lot of time though for Scrap to work.
Where would you put B? I've talked about it before, but
Ones where you just got
I
a
think
ton of time to go.
low plane or either side of the plane, anywhere closer to the plane, and I think it'd be viable. Anywhere, any of those 3 spots, I think is better than B5 right now. It's just way too out of the play. B5. Plus, you need to cross the mid cut, and that just helps the defense even more too. If you didn't have to cross the mid cut, then I think it makes it a lot better.
Hey, sometimes it's the best play.
If it's karma, it works.
Plus, the defense basically has all like top green, and that top green window has all lines of sight on it. So maybe you put it low so that you could still plant without being seen from top green, or you put it on one of the sides. And I don't know. It's got to be just in a better spot regardless.
Scrap's gonna peek. Just got eyes on bomb. The second Hook got there. Backs it up. Gets spotted. Scrap shooting. Think he came into this round with 0 kills, but closes it out with a 1v2.
Scrap actually had a sub here too.
Scrap gets
it's a good on Scrap picking up the sub.
And that's all it says. He gets away from the bomb check, right? He's playing all the way towards the back. Hook is checking all these corners. That's what's so difficult.
Oh, if Hook's there like a split second earlier, he probably catches him.
Yeah, he probably catches him. But he's just able to back away and just sort of reset, play that 7.5 in the back of his mind. And then as soon as he starts to go forward again, a Dravic advantage to him, and he is happy he found that on the ground.
Yeah. Might have stolen it with the pistol or snipe, but Dravic makes it a little bit easier. So back-to-back rounds now for Thieves. See if they go hunting out mid-map. It looks like a kind of a double peek through.
Paco loves this crate, bro.
Now they'll back it up. Everybody here for OpTic on to B. Hydra out of the play for now, so you have a 4v3 towards the back here. Trophy.
The trophy's working overtime.
Is taking the full wrap of all of North America.
He needs his teammates to find one, because you see Dashy again is watching the full flank. But yeah, he needs them to find one to pull the attention away, or will the timing work out now? I mean, he's just so.
Their schedule is tough.
Yeah.
Oh, C9
These are the times
or Boston.
just do not
Yeah, I mean it's on.
in this title at times.
No, I get it. Like you feel you got to clear everything, but sometimes you just gotta go. Cut it up through mid, take a faster route.
What do you think you guys need to prove on respawn wise going to the major? Den Hardpoint.
You're hoping,
and obviously Blackheart Hardpoint too.
Maybe the timing is.
We're gonna try and get it in our map pool. Obviously, we've been trying to.
Maybe it sets him up where he has a 1v2. Somebody's weak and he can pull off the play, but he didn't have a chance at that point. By the time he got there, all 4 heads had turned. Well, I guess Hydra.
And Loki, maybe Scar Overload. I feel like we haven't played Scar Overload in a minute too. So maybe just keeping consistent on Scar Overload.
Play out very differently if Thieves get an entry, like you said. Last time they got a first blood behind a BZ on offense in the round. You thought fell apart after that till the scrap clutch. This time it's Hydra.
Did Raid Overload ever get played? It got tested, yeah. But the points were in very bad positions.
The snipe, 3 versus 3.
You just get on it. You just get on the bomb right away.
He isn't checking.
Yeah, there's a smoke down, and I mean Mercury.
Okay.
This is a good play. Mason uses Paco's smoke
I love it.
to defuse the bomb. Smoke lasts so long in this game.
This time it's Hydra that finds the opener. Dashy though, Maul takes Mr. Clutch.
Mace insta hops this shit.
3 versus 3.
You just get on it. You just get on the bomb right away.
He isn't checking.
Brandon goes to body block as well.
And I mean Mercury.
Okay.
This is why you love the kid on your squad.
I love it. Smoke it, hop it, round.
That might even be
That map overload streak is nice. Yeah, it's a great turnaround, honestly. From what we were right before. So you remember after the break and then before the major, dude, we lost like what? It was like 4 in a row or something like that.
On it instantly. And I thought with the smoke, I thought Hydra was gonna.
So ever since that moment, ever since the start of Major 1, like the LAN, we've been frying in that game mode. We had one like really good VOD session where we just got on the same page with it, and ever since then we haven't really looked back.
This is one way to watch it.
Thoughts on the new Koi run? I think they look good. I want to be interested to see like how they keep playing. Obviously, you guys say Den and everything, but I want to like see what they do on other maps because I could see them translating on other maps too, not just Den. But
last time they were able to win it in a
It definitely helps that they had the comfortable maps on Den, but I wouldn't be surprised if they continued it on other maps. They definitely do look better, like a lot better.
That's a massive nade combo there from Thieves. Bomb is still going to get planted. Hook with a little bit of info. No flank this time.
Do you think teams are going to try and replicate OpTic, and is that concerning?
2 versus 2 now.
No, because that's always what happens. You're just trying to replicate what the top team is doing. That's COD in the last 10 years plus, whatever it is. It's just expected.
It was going well until
I don't know if this is just sort of OpTic prep with what
It's about the execution, though.
but they are playing this complete opposite
And it's about the
way. Teams
adapting
are
when you are in
map
front.
Control, fast rounds within the first 20 seconds, and OpTic are just foot on the brake.
How did
taking
Merc
their
become
time.
the main
How many
device
times have
carrier?
they just caught somebody
It's not really
from
just like a
LADs
main device
trying
thing,
to
but
make a play, and it has worked every
it's just kind of
single
playstyle
time.
wise.
it absolutely has. A round away from tying this up. Hook leading the lobby.
Plus, he thinks he's Saquon because he is. He loves like scoring points. I don't know.
I mean, again,
But sometimes he's just more in position to get it usually. With Kyler and Ant taking
15
routes.
seconds.
No, very opposite of playstyles, at least with regards to map control, that's for sure.
Shotzi is the one key here. He snuck his way through. Look, he's gonna check the
Off day today? Yeah,
Just
today's
out
off
a
day.
window.
No scrims today.
He's gonna be ticked off at that death. Just weird time is going his way, but into the 3 versus 3.
Who are you guys scrimming tomorrow? Boston, and I don't remember the second team, but Boston is one of the teams.
Beautiful stuff out of him. BZ, we might see a next map.
So we'll see New Spark for the first time. Actually, I think they warmed us up for one of the matches.
But slips through for now.
What is the Shotzi announcement? We won't tell. Yeah, I'm sure you guys will not tell.
2 and 6 for Scrap after the monster map 1.
Really good search though. Really clean search.
They had strengths everywhere.
I think it was what, 4 straight rounds at the end? It was 2-2.
Guys, some love there for that objective work.
Kyler 9 and 3.
One of the streak.
4 bombs
No,
planted.
that is true. No, I think again it's just also like a mental battle. Like if we beat them on sort of the only thing they've played throughout this stage,
Yeah, like best
and
of luck.
Yeah, we have that I don't know, in the back pocket.
Thieves are, at least I wouldn't be worried about my ability to beat Boston. I'd be worried about my matchup with a team like this, because that's what's going to matter come major time. Or it should, assuming things continue to improve for Thieves.
I mean, Thieves should definitely worry about their matchups with Boston.
Well, okay, that was a bad team to pick.
Yeah, there were a couple of times last year when they didn't, and
Yes,
it
all right,
ended up hurting
okay.
them.
No, that was the dumbest team I've
It's
ever
not
seen.
that he bought another house, chat.
Any
Jesus.
other team would have been fine, not Boston. That's a kryptonite.
Imagine they do a whole
Thieves, the MP control.
Twitter announcement shit because if he bought another house, like what?
There's a team killer, so we'll slow it down for a second to wait everyone get into the action. You got 3 seconds.
Are warm-ups the hard points you're about to play? Yeah. Warm-ups are
We had number 7 at Mercules.
it's usually, it depends on how fast the series before you goes, but you'll usually play the 2 hard points in your series, maybe the overload. We usually just like playing the 2 hard points and then kind of just chilling afterwards, maybe just free-for-alls after.
Sometimes the 4-man hit comes from the front, and you got to be in a position where you can make a play quickly, and that was a prime example.
But some teams like
Rotate, right? He's the guy watching
to play like a lot of maps, which makes no sense to me. I don't know. Anything past like 3 maps is like, okay, we're playing to just play now, I guess.
Counter is stopped, and you're right back to attack mode if you are LA Thieves. But Dashy off a spawn, putting shots into everybody. Neum tries to get through, doesn't happen, and well, it is all about the defense right now.
How do you decide the warm-up teams? They kind of just get assigned usually. Sometimes you just
start us off.
ask to warm people up if you're trying to pair with another team that's pairing with the opposite team so that you can scrim each other. It's kind of just a little free-for-all. No scrims today, chat. Again, Monday's chat, no scrims.
Guess what? I've been hanging out here the entire time. You're rapping into my trap.
Well, again, sometimes it's just the plays.
Has there been any warm-ups where OpTic compromised the other team? No, low-key, actually, this year, it feels like a lot of teams that we warm up actually do really well in the matches. So, shit, we might be a godlike warm-up team.
Towards the B point, let's go. Bring it this way, and that's what they do. So you just have to be aware of that. When that one
How'd you feel about Sip Snaking?
and they have EMP,
That dude, he was working that shit. I'm not gonna lie. He was working that shit on the Blackheart.
That's one of those situations where, yeah, you had 2 still kind of on B side.
Sib wasn't snaking, bro.
Tried to, like, wrap back.
Dude pumped it like 5 times.
I think they just Thieves go like 4 for 1 or something. It was pretty well done and picked up by.
Yo, Justin, Kyler got so checked out with that question. He's like, bro, they were asking me some like Porter shit, like what, like you know the checkout questions, like the what about it works for you. He's like, what? They're basically asking me like some checkout Crim 6 thing. Like, what are they doing? Why are they asking me this? Like, what the fuck does this even mean? His answer was good though, but like he was so checked out.
Right, because the game is giving you sort of counter spawns.
It's like you want that when, depending on where EMP is spawning. Yeah, like if it's a chance for you to rally it, then no. But if it's spawning out like bad side for you, it's almost like get off the map. Like honestly, just hop off tree side. You're probably in a better position so that doesn't happen. Yeah. You're not wrong. Probably it's tough in the moment. Because you're thinking also we have a nice pinch that we could make happen, but it's a little bit riskier, I guess, and actually holding on the defensive side. 90 seconds to go. 2-1 lead for OpTic. Hook and Mercules trying to get a little crossfire action going here to slay out towards Statue. EMP, I thought, gonna get dropped, but brilliant shots from me.
There. It's a big one. Yeah, I was gonna say.
This trophy kill literally, bro, this is the biggest trophy kill I've seen in a minute. This trophy kill saves a cap. Is that not crazy, chat? Yo, shout out the OpTic trophy, man. That would check me the fuck out. It actually is just tied at half if they if he doesn't die to that. Yeah, shout out the Bruce trophy placement.
Sometimes it's a 1v3 for Hercules. Sometimes it's a trophy. Sometimes it's a van.
So that's frustrating.
It's been many things for OpTic over the years. Holy hell, that is tough. I mean, even if he isn't gonna kill, he just does damage from that position.
I think
it slows them down. Yeah. No, he probably does, but like, he just had to be annoying. Like, it'd be some kind of a nuisance. That's probably a tie game 2-2, but the OpTic trophy saves the day. Still, scoring opportunity for Thieves with 30 left to go. Everybody off spawn, scrambling to get inside Little Room and hold this. Scrap, the monster of map 1, not having the best map yet here, but still a lot of gameplay to go.
Dude, look, how do you score against this? We're just so tight. Brandon's watching the pinch. Like, you kind of have to move the ball or make some type of opening.
Trying to get somebody moving on the OpTic side, but it's gonna be a 3 dead. Scrap's gonna
Shit feels so hard.
And get this to the OT, and so we're going to halftime.
No free play.
Yeah, I think they just got. They were thinking about maybe wrapping it, but they got one pick and they're like, "Let's go." Unfortunately, that was the only kill they got.
Do you guys feel like you're starting to understand Overload? Yeah, to a certain extent, for sure. I think there's still some more shit to learn, and obviously, I think by the end of the year, people will have it mastered. But right now, people do not have it mastered. We don't even have it mastered. I think there's still stuff that we do that could be better. But I think we're playing it definitely the most consistently right now.
I mean, the 1 Thief score is kind of a wonky, not wonky, but a favorable spawn of the EMP after.
Is it too late to revert the spawns for Overload? That's a, I mean, that's a dev question. Can't I can't really comment on that because that's just not something we can control.
Sometimes on the other side though for OpTic, I mean, just great rotations back and forth. And
I'll check this Paco here and just play in the corner waiting for him to push through.
And we just saw that 2 times in the first half.
You might see it again.
Did someone throw a smoke?
A bigger opening.
I don't think so.
5 and behind. You'd love to have Shotzi still alive. Can Hoot get both? Not gonna happen. That'll be the.
It's a big kill by Paco.
Close range. I believe an M15 was in Hook's hand.
That kill on the lead blocker literally saved him a cap too.
Wants to keep moving on forward, and the crew is going to do that. You've got one person holding this side. They got a little split. That seemed kind of indecisive from OpTic. Like
this was not good.
Advantage close range. I believe an M15 was in Hook's hand. So Hydra, after zapping him, wants to keep moving on forward, and the crew.
I think Brandon could play this a little bit more safe, especially because he's last one here. He should just be backing up now, especially because next guys in line and behind him just are so far behind him. And he gets picked for free. 6 and 7 were mid. 7 has to readjust to this. Kyler gets teamwork because there's 3 of them there, and Ant's on the route, and he's just out of the play at this point because everyone died. 6-7. Oh, did I say 6-7 with the player names or player numbers? You guys are always on top of that shit.
Dashy was trying to wrap the ball out, right? So he's.
What's your best game mode going to Major 2? I think we're really good at Hardpoint and Overload. I mean, I guess you would have to say Overload because of our streak right now, but I think we're really good at Hardpoint. I think it's honestly just Den right now that we really need to work on, and obviously getting Blackheart in our map pool, but I think we're really good at Blackheart too in scrims, so we'll see if it translates into matches if we get it in our map pool.
Big multi-kills in the respawns. Hook trying to get value with his life towards their back setup and back towards mid. He's going to get dropped, but everybody else on Thieves is going to drop. This should be.
When do you think we get new maps? I think after this major. I'd be very surprised if we didn't get maps after this major, after the whole backlash that happened before. But shit, I feel like I said that before, or I said that right before the major one, and we still didn't add maps, so I'm not sure at this point. Your guess is as good as mine. This is a big stop.
They don't know he's here. The problem, though, for Shotzi is that ball spawns roof side.
This is a similar situation. See if Thieves can turn this into a score again. Because you still had 2 players for OpTic on the other side of it. This time, it looks like their back line's going to be able to hold. And who is Dashy again that's able to walk away with the multi-kill. Beezy will be stopped. And this time, you deal with it better if you're OpTic. And, well, I mean, that last time, too, I think they had 2 players out versus 1 that time. But
yeah, it was just that first kill, and Dashy was able to find it. I think it was Hydra who was kind of lurking in their base, and he wins that. That just makes things a little bit easier. And on the other side, for LA Thieves, there was 2 players kind of focusing on Shotzi.
If they cut out mid roofs, then would actually be Hacienda? Yeah, it would be. It already has a lot of similarities with Posse, but if they literally made a roof door, basically, it's literally Hossie. But like different size, obviously.
Behind him now, yep, we'll see what a BZ. Thinking multi-kill for him, and it'll be 2. He'll be able to get up aggressively. Shotzi a chance to play spoiler. He just gets through, but that 1 kill is going to delay things here for at least a moment.
Yeah, the fact he gets through the window. I mean, just no one else is doing that, right? Yeah. I mean, Shotzi's little extra movement to get over the windowsill.
Most teams are going to want to play you guys in Den, right? Unless you guys veto the map. 100%. You get a good hardpoint team and they don't veto their 1-5 or 1-6 map, you are playing it.
His teammates just kill everyone. They know they're missing somebody, so you can see the head turn. Shotzi gets a multi. Hook. If Hook stayed alive, Hook won his gunfight. This is probably almost like an immediate score for OpTic, or at least immediate chance to score. For now, it'll stall out with just over a minute to play.
Bro, their trophy was doing everything here, chat. How many stops does this trophy get?
For now, it'll stall out with just over a minute to play.
2, 3, 4. I thought it was more than 4. Oh wait, that would be overclocked, right?
His roof side, Shotzi's already over there. He's just gonna play a little spawn kill in the base. Mercules is tracking back towards the EMP. He's gonna find a freebie. There are just weird timings all over the place, and with 50 seconds, Mercules is saying, "I'm joining my teammates."
Do teams veto the map they are bad at more than they veto the map the other team is good at? Depends on the team. Depend on the situation. Like records of the other team that you're playing. But it all depends on the team's dynamic. Like, are you a really good hardpoint team? Are you only bad at that one map? Are you playing against a team like, is it they're fucking 10-0 on one map and pretty bad at the others? You know, it's all very situational on what the other team is playing like.
I've been playing this guy way too long. Not the best map from Scrap at a respawn. A bit of a surprise, but they're not done quite yet. On the other side, it is Dashy.
Did something ever happen with the snaking situation? I assume they're getting a week ban. I have no idea though. That's a GA chat question. Because I feel like if I'm Falcons or Seattle, or sorry, Vancouver, and I see that like Gentlemates doesn't get something, I'd be pretty pissed. So I assume it's something.
I think they were like 10 and 45 or something. Like it's, you can just get crisscrossed itself.
This is a flow map. I think the P1 wasn't great out of us. with how we were breaking it. Like they kind of just full soaked the P1. But after the P2, we just go on an absolute tear. Why are the coaches in the GA chat? Aren't you guys the one that set up scrims? No, the GA chat is the reps for each team. It's the players. Coaches are not in the GA chat.
Maybe that goes a little bit differently, but yeah, good opening for Thieves. Without trophies at this opening P1, it's tough to stand in here for more than what feels like 10 seconds before you're going to die. It's 4 dead, I believe, again for
Have you ever seen some 3-stack P1 on this before? Maybe at the start of the game, but it's just not efficient.
We'll see what the timing is like. Looks like the timing is good. 1, 2. It'll end there. Only one left to be at number 5 and Hook. He's gonna get dropped by a BZ.
I mean, that is perfect.
That's about as good as it gets. Yeah, you've got them spawning out top left and bottom left. Is new Hardpoint is spawning at bottom right. But Mercules is a butcher. Shotzi is an opener, and suddenly you've got numbers here for a second with Neum spawning out. BZ's 2 will keep you in the fight though.
Yeah, Shotzi's blocking the spawns, but yeah, somehow you recover off of this. Like that was best case scenario, right? You know where all of OpTic is coming from.
That was from best case to worst case.
Yeah, as soon as the hill is popping, BZ though is able to earn a Hellstorm, so you have that in the back pocket. But somehow, well,
I mean, aren't you guys should be the first to know who's blacklisted when setting up scrims? Well, we don't set up scrims until tomorrow night. Everything's pre-booked until like tomorrow, and then after tomorrow, like we'll do this week. So like we already know that I already know we're all already playing Boston and somebody else because we booked it last week. So it'll be based on what we hear about tomorrow.
You've got Thieves with tunnel side control, statue control, cargo control. They've got control of just about everything. OpTic going to be rotating out of old from a similar position last time. They were able to find.
Oh, it's still low.
Can they do it again?
I'll raise them a little bit. Let me know if that's better.
Okay, well, it led to a team kill as well. I mean, half of that clip might have gone into the wall.
It happens to the best of us.
From like this point forward, everyone just starts going on a tear, I swear.
Hydra, as he gets you too. Okay, how does Hook get 2 there? And he's still doing damage to a 3rd.
Well, and these are the plays. I mean, you had the play at the
listening to this map was so good.
This is gonna be
yeah, it was a good listening.
It should feel like Thieves should be up 100, and they are not.
I mean, just comms in general were just good and have been good. So.
You were flipping them behind enemy lines 4p4.
What's the motto for OpTic Texas that I just keep saying?
Who's the next match? We play what, FaZe Saturday? Play FaZe in Carolina, I think, next week.
Honestly, that's kind of like last map, right? Like, just big plays when it mattered. Big individual moments that were the difference.
G Cribs, appreciate the sub prime. Thank you.
But this could be a blow. I mean, you've got Dashy 4 and 10, 5 and 9 for Mercules. Like,
that's what I was talking with JCab with. He was watching this back, but I think Kyler either stays on hill or bumps to like the elbow. Because he just doesn't have time to block the spawners. If he like fully ran towards like elbow here, maybe it's better. But otherwise stay on time. I think running elbow is better play though. We can just tack over him too if he wants to stay on time. Z Boatsy with the 5 gifted. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, Boatsy.
Well, and just right there, I mean, who gets another double?
Ban for throwing a smoke and overload. I think, I mean, usually the smokes and respawns are just an absolute accident, so I wouldn't think they would be banned for that. I think it's more so the snaking thing if they were going to get banned from scrims.
And then
it's almost never the fact that like the overload smokes happen for like bad intentions. Usually it's literally just a fucking mistake.
But you blink and it does not matter as the SMGs for OpTic Texas going off.
I know Hook. You've been a big fan always. You've got Hook on the left butt cheek, Nuke on the right.
Dude, that'd be an awesome tattoo, actually.
Appreciate the weekday CDL content, man. Hey, thank you, man. Glad you're enjoying it.
Gunfights at old, trying to deal with the BZ and new when they're able to do that. Now, second set of rotations, and yeah, did I think OpTic were going to be up 20, considering how it started? No. But Hook and Shotzi, the subs are fighting.
No, they are. And I mean, Hook has been in, just great form. As he's going to keep this up. He's at 16 and 13. Shotzi at 17 and 13. Now they have control of the map, and this is the problem. I think this is what OpTic do better than anyone. When they have
this is so unlucky timing. I think
as he's going to keep this up. He's at 16 and 13. Shotzi.
So obviously we should pick up the right route. Brandon here knows that Paco, or not Paco, that Kyler is going to spawn behind him. So he knows that he can refill the block. So he's going to go statue. Problem is, this guy had already taken this route. I don't think based on Kyler, what Kyler was thinking, that this guy had already was able to get through like this. Because he's going to pick up the right here. Or he doesn't pick up the right, but he picks up the right here, if that makes sense. So he's watching this, and he has like, basically if this guy wrapped and went here, I don't know if you can see with my face cam, but like to the left side of blue, but he went fully deep right side blue.
And I think we saw the opposite of that.
Couldn't turn for Paco in time. It was just Paco taking the right route at the right time. That was like literally the main problem I thought, or not the main problem. I thought the first P1 was the main problem, but this was something I noticed like in the moment when Brandon bumped out, because I was watching his screen, that I was like, oh, could we just have played for this guy on the right first, like played for the right route? But I think Kyler just didn't realize that he could be there at that time, because he picks up now, and Kyler had already got through, or Paco had already got through.
And I think we saw the opposite of that when they're in trouble. I think it's what separates good from great more than anything is getting out of bad spots, or just making sure your bad spots aren't as punishing as they could be. They survived as Thieves were hot. Can Thieves now do the same thing as OpTic start to get going?
Yeah, they actually
Thoughts on Merc having a slow one this series? I mean, you're not gonna fry every series. I think it's more telling that like he didn't have a good series or a great series, and everyone else stepped the fuck up and super fried. I think that's just so much more like of a tell to that we're playing in the like a good way and stepping in a good direction. We don't need Mason to fry. You know what I mean?
Scrap was able to stay alive. He snuck through, wins that gunfight on the Shotzi, and he actually gives them the spawns. But the clutch gunfights we are talking about.
Chill, my goat was on load management. I hear that. It was a load management series for Mace. Look at Paco. Or I keep saying Paco because I see that shit in the. I see the H in the kill feed or the scoreboard. I'm looking at the left. I don't know why I keep saying that shit. But Kyler absolutely, dude, just push and pace. Block the spawn, get the 2. They're spawning out front. Calls out to Brandon. Gets the cutoffs from mid. This shit's just perfect. That's good, Mace. Dammy. Mace, someone said you're on low management this weekend. That's fine, bro. We got you. Everyone else got you. You want to be load management?
But it really has just been the play making ability, more less than like split spawns or reading spawns. OpTic are up just about 30. P3 is ready to go. Hook and Shotzi taking over. Let's hear the comms out from OpTic Texas.
I'll put that listen in louder for you guys.
Try to buy time burst.
Time, can you watch my tunnel?
Okay.
I'm in there.
Yo, Mason with the 4 months. Big guy can't have a mid-weekend no more. Hey, it's the big guy, chat. Chat, my new nickname for Mace is just the big guy, bro. He's big guy.
Me too. I'm ironing cross. Paco, DC cross.
Appreciate it,
Yo, I'm deep pitching. Yo, one guy could go top mid or tunnel.
Okay.
It's Neum. I'm on a deep pinch though.
Nice, Mace. Nice, Mace.
Back yellow Hydra, you're missing a strap. They're both there.
One shot got heady.
Alright, that's fine. I'm flooding tunnel. There should be one tunnel.
Big guy can do whatever he wants. Facts.
No, wait. Hydra tunnel. Both on time. Wait, where are we spawning?
I'm picking up.
Nah, I said this before, chat, but the shit that Kyler is able to do on the map and communicate at this level is honestly, I don't even know if anyone in the league is doing it like this.
I only have front new. What's open?
You don't see a lot of listens, but that shit is very hard to do. I was giving an example, but like Ant can come at that level, but not play at the same level he would without by not doing it. Trying to do the same at once is fucking incredible.
Yo, they could go left. They could take a left route.
Yeah, I got it.
Like very hard to do.
Tell me, it's the hard son. Tell me it's trap.
One was left out.
They're gonna hit left. I'll pick it up from spawn. I spawn out. In the back. Dead. Still more in the back. Oh my god. I need your back.
He's like watching podcast reviews straight up, dude. there's stuff that he says, and he's usually like the first to pick up on it. But like, what could be open, what guy is missing, he's always like the first to realize it.
I'm trying to.
What do you know?
Obviously, you want everyone to be able to do it, but he and they probably would, but not in the timing that he's able to do it sometimes. Like he is very aware of it.
Listening, like this has been a very pedestrian series for arguably the best player in the game right now, Mercules.
Couldn't believe he spawned there. Wait, yeah. This is a. I think this is just a Colossus thing, but like I swear it's this little. What the fuck do you call it? Little gen tank thing. That if you don't have line, if you're in the back here, but you are not line of sight blocking it, like it doesn't count as a block. I swear that's a thing. Like even though you're here, it doesn't count as a block because this thing is like in between it. If you would have ran that guy with a pistol mace, that would have been fucking insane though. You might have like threw your headset in the crowd.
I need your back. I need your back. I'm trying to.
What do you know? Another scary moment, and Dashi gets 2, tacks on a 3rd, on 5 straight, make it 6.
It's probably because Kyler was on the opposite side. Oh yeah, I mean obviously because he was on the other side of the map, but like still you could, like they could still spawn here, like parallel to the P2.
Oh my god. I need your back. I need your back.
But we just know based on our spawns obviously that they're like, see how number 3 spawned there? Like deeper.
I'm trying to.
What do you know? Another scary moment, and Dashi gets 2, tacks on a 3rd, on 5 straight, make it 6. He is beaming. And yeah, we were kind of chatting to each other to listen in. Like, this has been a very pedestrian series for arguably the best player in the game right now, Mercules. And you're still on the cusp of winning this one 3-1 over Thieves.
Yeah, I mean, it did a slow start, but once they have gotten into their rhythm, they are just so hard to stop. They just put you in the blender. They don't allow
I'm
you
telling
to get
you,
out of it.
the second half of this map, like after they should have kept the listening. Once they stopped the listening, I swear to God, all I heard from Kyler was at the end of like a comment, dead. Literally for a minute straight. He was getting a 2-piece every life. I swear to God.
Right now, looking to be the best team in the game throughout stage 2.
40 more, and they'll close out the series. Into our 3rd set, Hook just continues to find multi-kills all over the place. It's like they're free. 29 and 21, 5 spray. Don't worry, I'll trade that out. Streak is still going.
Are you gonna post a pounce this weekend? Yeah, I'm sure Joey's working on it right now.
Are you gonna need him? I don't think so. If we get to a P3. But as I said, they rarely were.
BZ's found one last time at P2, so you know.
That's true, that's true.
You never know, but well, I mean, P2's about to come up and you're able to find 3 dead. BZ and Hydra are gonna try to hold.
Are you uploading this to YouTube? This is already live on YouTube.
Able to win it. The problem is, though,
so probably not
out
uploading
of the play.
it, but
quickly though they rotate.
there is a YouTube live stream, so technically it's being uploaded right now.
Expect a hellstorm, by the way. Yeah.
Here it comes. This wouldn't be the first P2. They got into a decent position though. Things crumbled quickly. Hydra at least.
Dude, I'm gonna say it. I think streaks on this map are just not even worth it sometimes.
Get back into it. Shotzzy trying to open it up. That's
the amount of time that it takes, plus like it's not even really great angles all the time. You might as well just flood with your team as another gun.
Thieves looking to put together maybe their best hold of the map at a time that they desperately needed one.
Streaks in general are ass. I don't think they're ass all the time, but on this map, I think
with the back spawn, have reinforcements here. You just want to keep them there at this point. If you are,
I think they could be really useful in like scar exposure.
Yeah, I mean, OpTic, they're just trying to get a couple.
Den is a little weird
just
too.
Make them panic and not to be able to rotate, and well, that's exactly what happened. Now Thieves. 8 seconds before this P3 pops. They have to get here, trying to flood through tunnel, but Mercules, the nade's gonna connect, the shots are gonna connect. Now it's gonna be a break with a full setup here for OpTic. This is gonna be tough.
Hook, Shotzzy, Dashi on a race for who can get to 40. If they even
Power dies here, but Answer's on the insta pinch too. Trying to get this guy one shot. Mason and Answer's fly at these guys.
Mercules inside.
Literally the second, or after the first P3, everything was just straight flow state, basically. There was a couple hills where it was like they kept respawning the back anyways, like that last P2. Even though we were just flying. Very good series. Obviously, then Hardpoint still needs some work though, but Search was clean. Overload was pretty good. Colossus was pretty good too. We'll move on to the Vancouver match.
That's not going to be into the mix. OpTic.
I'll start playing this chat for you guys.
Let
me lower this back down because we're not on the listening. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, but I'll be right back.
Which OpTic are pretty decent at. You only played one time, and then you're gonna play a team that's on a 10-game win streak in game mode number 3. Yeah, good luck. Let's see some Vancouver.
Yeah, that's yes. Okay, let's get on to it though. Scar to get us kicked off. And I think the interesting conversation point surrounding Vancouver is going to be if / possibly when there are changes, what would you potentially do? Abe had a great Blackheart start versus Carolina, but we know how the series ended. 3-0, not what we would have expected. Who would you say, Jay, is your player to watch to maybe fight for their job today?
I think realistically, everyone's job is on the line for Vancouver because we already seen it one time this year. It's Cloud9 team wipe, Vancouver potentially in another situation to do the same exact thing, especially what they did versus Carolina. Like, that was just a complete misplay. Like, you dominate them on land, you get to online with Carolina, obviously a little bit more comfortable, but you didn't even look like you were ready for that matchup. But into this P1, you're fighting with the green wall. You keep it scrappy off of the mid hard point, but now the rotation in favor of OpTic. And for Vancouver, who only have a 6% chance at finding a break on Scar, let's see how they set this one up.
That's exactly right. The numbers have not been great for Vancouver really anywhere. And that will be something that we'll keep our eyes avidly on as Mercules will make sure the opening break attempt for Vancouver gets completely stifled. Hook is also putting a nuisance over towards the middle of the map. So Vancouver are really not even getting a good look to even set up a second attempt right now because Mercules just takes the space away.
All right, we're back.
10 and 2, 5 in a row. Vancouver.
Troy win streak in.
This was a clean ass Scar. There was a. I'll bring up 2 situations that kind of got fucked for us, but a lot of it was just super clean. Like, we were kind of just frying. Why you guys G8 every weapon? Hey, take it up with the big guys. It's not on me. That was zoomed in mini. Oh, I forgot about the zoomed in mini map. My bad. There we go.
Job is on the line for Vancouver because we already seen it one time this year. It's Cloud9 team wipe, Vancouver potentially in another situation to do the same exact thing.
The first P4. No, it was more so the end, like towards the end of the P3.
Complete misplay. Like, you dominate them on land, you get to online.
That's what stemmed into the P4.
A little bit more comfortable, but you didn't even look like you were ready for that matchup. But into this P1, you're fighting with the green wall. You keep it scrappy off of the mid hard point, but now the rotation in favor of OpTic. And for Vancouver, who only have a 6% chance at finding a break on Scar, let's see how they set this one up.
That's exactly right. The numbers have not been great.
Bro, this was so weird. It was like 15 seconds in, and we hadn't seen anyone on the hill because they double pinched here. One guy was Beacon, and I was watching Brandon's stream. I'm like, where the fuck are these guys? But it was weird because he was just out of the play and they were just double pinching, trying to flip for blue side.
So Vancouver are really not even getting a good look to even set up a second attempt right now because Mercules just takes the space away. Once but twice. 10 and 2, 5 in a row. Vancouver, well, you may just have to chalk and rotate.
Mace starts 11 and 2. Look at the big guy here. Is he still in the chat? I don't think he is.
This is why it's tough, man, because I tweeted it yesterday.
Look at the big guy, 11 and 2 start. Bender B, appreciate the sub. Thank you.
From left to right with takeover ability.
The big guy.
2 and 4. He was 1 and 3 before that engagement he just had. All he has to do is just hard block blue. I got players who are gonna find every kill possible. An 11 and 3 start from Mercules, 6 and 3 from the nuke. Just controlling this game from start to finish is too much to handle sometimes.
Yeah.
All this super clean. We're just super frying them. The row here that kind of gets fucked. I think Lunars takes the route. Like super deep P2. I thought we were gonna flip out here. Both of them pushed P5 and top green. But big kill by Brandon on Abe. Keeps the spawn. Bro, he takes this route at 32. He goes up the wood stairs all the way around. Obviously we should keep going to the left, but I think we just didn't track well enough to know that it was like Lunars that was missing. That's more of a tracking thing. Like he just took the route ages ago. Also based on our spawn, we could probably tell that something's weird. Wait, bro, I didn't even know this happened. What? How does that knife not hit? Wait, what? Dude, I didn't even know this happened. I just knew this guy got through. I thought we just flipped because he killed Mace. I didn't know it was this like this. Oh, bro, that knife is in his face. Whatever. We should have realized he was somewhere deep here. I worked for him. So, and with that kill, that just flips the spawns anyway. So, yeah, and it's not the P4, it's the P3 row that fucks us over.
Supposed to watch your back. OpTic are still in positions to contest you. So, yeah, 100-point lead. At least Vancouver had the rotation, right?
Yeah, that's right. We can start there. Nice moment there from Abe, able to find one on the opening pinch. OpTic now trying to fight for spawns. TJ picks up onto one, but not the second. Spawns will now move as Merc will spawn.
Blackout returns? Is that like a new announcement? Let me see. They tweet something out. Oh wait, what the fuck is this? Chat, you guys see this? Black Ops Royale, a new Blackout inspired mode. I mean, I'm not a big Warzone guy, but I did like Blackout. What is this? Black Ops Royale. Yeah, the highway to the danger zone. No loadouts, no problem. I actually fuck with that, dude.
Locked and loaded.
Grapple, dude. Why can't we have the grapple in the game? Imagine the grapple and a hardpoint in this. Fucking insane. Imagine Kylo with a grapple. Holy fuck. Or even Ann with a grapple. I feel like Kyle would want him more. Grapple would be G8 weekend too. I hear that. I hear that. Mystery box? Wait, what? Oh no, there was mystery boxes in Blackout. I forgot about that. When does this come out, chat? March 13th. So what, like 2 weeks? Week and a half? Bet.
Nice moment out of him. And Vancouver are able to bump
Free to play just means cheaters. Yeah, it usually does. Unfortunately. You gotta be excited for Paris Major. That's gonna be a crazy experience. Yeah, that's not a that'll be what, last one before champs, June. That'll be cool. Literally just Warzone.
To manage the time off of the P4 and also to manage them winning the rotation over towards P5. Even though you're down,
I've never actually really been much of a BR guy, but Blackout was probably the most I've ever played of a BR. Maybe I'll get it a try. We'll see.
Potentially to hard block, you know, sometimes that's the best way to win hard points.
Just get pickup. This is a really good hold. Brandon goes absolutely nuclear here. Once we deny them mid here, and then they're all spawning front, this shit just is GG's. Brandon's cutting off. watching for his mid wrap as well. It's so hard, especially when the mid guy's shooting like this.
All the SMGs and, well, SMGs, let's say all the other players in the map are just pushing forward, finding their kills and an extra behind it. So Dashy is just chilling, hanging out, and at this very casual moment of another 100-point lead brewing, we'll see how OpTic are vibing with the listen it.
Go. Everyone go. Yeah, I'm trying to go for it. You go for it as well. Still got a white wall spot, probably. But definitely, most likely.
You're at blue.
What, back blue?
Yeah, deep blue. Some spawned out, I think.
Back blue?
Oh, that knife didn't go either. Is that what you guys were talking about?
You're at blue.
What, back blue?
Yeah, deep blue.
Damn, we're getting no commando lunges here.
Top blue, top blue.
They're not giving anything here for us.
I did not spawn out.
Watch out on time, TJ.
Two on time.
Another guy's P1.
Is Major 2 at the end of this month? Yeah. It's UK one.
Gonna be right side time.
They're shot, really, they're shot, really.
One shot.
Top blue's weak. They're shot still.
They shot TJ.
They're still the shot. What the fuck?
Top blue backed up.
One could be on the right on us.
What's this
Shot
shot?
dead, shot dead. I'm 1 HP. Another one shot.
That's shit. Keep walking blue. There's one
Oh,
rest of
Tommy,
blue.
white wall on time. White wall on time.
Left side time. Half health. Nice.
That's still white wall.
Nice.
There's one rest of blue, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost all blue.
I don't know where they're spawning. I spawned here.
Someone could have spawned with that.
Blue, there's wood. He's intergenerator.
Major 3's the pro-am, right? Yeah, that's the pro-am. That's the Atlanta one. That'll be fun.
He's on new. Low right. Not weak. Ace and B.
Ace, he's still ace search.
Does Ant retire after the season and become a geography teacher?
What's up, blue?
I don't know about that one.
Top blue bullet.
Right on. He's on new boys. Low gen.
Low new.
That guy was top blue.
Another one top blue.
Hey,
Rush up, bullet.
okay. I can
Stop peeking.
go on Birkin. Shot by time.
Hey, dead at new. They're spawning white wall on me.
Top blue TJ. White wall and gens. White wall and gens.
Top blue. Watch out,
That was like our side.
He's shot once.
Is he
I had
pitching?
your help.
He's nice 3.
I'm flooding for ops.
Top paint already. Top paint dead.
I'll kill him. Nice. Watch out this.
Is the real deal at 3 p.m. Eastern? Yeah.
Top not chowing.
One guy's low. One is rest up.
Dead.
Dude. I mean, it's just one of those things, and I think a lot of the green wall are sitting here saying it, and probably.
I mean, we were just super frying.
Continues to
I think that first P3 to P4 was the only like really big thing. I think this next P3 is where it gets kind of sketch too.
It's like the human radar. I promise you, for everyone watching this series, all green wall fans, even some of the
Like, I don't even think we're like straight up first to new here, which kind of is insane. Like, we're cutting the fuck out of them, but I think we need to help Ant new here. That's what we were talking about after. Like, everyone goes mid to cut off, but Ant gets left alone at new. So if you do die, it gets really weird.
And he's still doing all of that while managing to be double positive. The nuke is at a different level ever since the ending of
They just double Ant on new, and now we're having to break. And it just looks trolly. I swear, the half of this hill is just being first to it, getting first to the heady.
It really does just catch you off with no words to be said besides just appreciating what you're seeing on screen. So here we go. Opportunity once again though for Vancouver.
Do you think the Major 2 will be harder than Major 1? I don't know. I mean, every major is kind of the same. It just depends on who shows up and who doesn't. And if people show up and people don't, I mean, I think we're in a really good spot right now, but I also thought we were a really good spot going into Major 1 too. And I think we were. Like, respawn wise, we still were, I think, the best respawn team. It was like we lost 3 searches in finals. So I thought we were still a really good team, but we just needed to win a search in finals. More so, we just needed to not choke the raid search, the 5-2.
Only going to be down by 50 points. Still keeping yourself into the mix. Abe looking for a one-on-one gunfight versus Shotzi. Cannot locate him. His teammate
Who wants to have some not make it? I mean, it's more so a league decision because they're testing out this new 12-team round robin stage, and they want the online matches when it's, especially when it's 12 matches, to mean something more. So that's why they don't, or they didn't have 2 people making it. They want to make the matches mean a lot.
From the front, but Shotzi, a little bit of messiness, but still is able to kind of finesse his way up the staircase for one. Gwyn shut down in the last 10 seconds of scrap time.
But yeah, those were the main problems with that map, the P3 to P4, and then that rotation to P3. Everything else I think was pretty fucking clean. Kyler makes an absolute play here. Kills the guy backstairs, gets a gap on the guy, jumps back green.
And now he almost single-handedly breaks down
and it pressures them to spawn front, and we're also breaking from the top now too. It was a good play from Brandon to jump up here.
But there's Dashy up top to find it. And now into the hill we go. Gwyn predicted, but able to win the gunfight. TJ's able to earn himself a Hellstorm. He'll use that to try to keep OpTic out of the hill, but they only need a couple of seconds.
Yeah, we were just watching the Blackout trailer, Nader Gator. Blackout was probably the most I've played of a BR, so I might try it out. We'll see. I haven't really been much of a BR fan, but out of all the BRs I've played, it's definitely been the most I've played. I played more Blackout than any of the Warzone, probably all of the Warzone combined. I don't really play Warzone, or have played it.
A ton of them on this map. We saw it at the major just a touch, but it's been either really.
You hear that Bruce got offered 100 gifted at the boys go 11-0? Yeah, I heard Puckett say that. I don't know if how true that is, but we will see. Raid search. This was a good one by us, but they were doing some questionable things too, though. But I thought this was pretty good. There were some rounds where we were just like, "What the hell is going on here?" Like when they were 4 back laundry and like quad chowed the laundry door. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Or when like Ann is basketball and they wrap to B, but they go through money and no one goes basketball, and he just has a free pinch on them. We were like, "Wait, what's going on here?"
Oh, nice shots from Gwyn with a Semtex to follow for TJ, isolating on towards top.
Are you staying live for the Shotzi your retirement announcement? Chat again. Any announcement shit, I'm not leaking or doing anything with. Like that's not my business to talk about.
Eventually gets the trade, but how about this full wrap for Vancouver?
I probably won't be live for it though. I'll probably be streaming for another like hour or so, but that's it. How would you rate the squad so far into the season? I rate it pretty good. Right now, I'd say we're 9 out of 10. If we would have one major one, I'd say 10 out of 10. With how I would like the start to go.
We need to give them something cool, like, you know, the tiny terrors.
I think we're really good. Again, we were one map away from winning major one. 1-5-2 surge. Or winning the 4v2 in Scar and going around 11. But that's not obviously a guarantee. And the play call was still fine. It was just unlucky. With us not seeing net back at the back truck. Or we could have waited for Brandon left side. But that's not something you can hindsight look at. Thoughts on the white jerseys for online Sunday? That's just been a thing for the last like 2 years. That's even though it's online, it's like we gotta make it so that it gets known as the like championship whites. That's what Heck said. It becomes championship whites when you actually start making the championship Sundays. That's when it makes it very important. Otherwise, it's just Sunday whites.
If you know OpTic's not playing forward, and instead now you get another lifeline to OpTic off this 3v3 post plant shots.
Yeah, they were trying to check Kyler out. I'm not gonna lie, they were trying to check him out. He said it afterwards. I thought Brandon was having this, dude.
Man,
I thought he was gonna hit this second snipe. He got good timing on this Gwyn guy. Picks him off. He knows the other guy was somewhere close. He thought he was gonna be on the ring heady, but he's actually super close to the door. How close is he? I have to slow this down. Oh my god, dude, that is so close.
Nice slide from Lunars. Yeah, Dashy knows if he was just a little bit lower on the OpTic, maybe that would have connected, but no, a little slide underneath is good for Lunars, and Vancouver will salvage this after the first blood comes through.
Yeah, just a small hezzy right there from Lunars to not immediately go for the reach out.
They're very heavily focused in towards Zig.
Bro, this round was so trolly.
Very heavily focused in towards Zig.
I don't think he doesn't see Ant. Yeah, no. Wait, does he see Ant?
Very heavily focused in towards Zig.
Oh, he unpeaks. Look at he unpeaks, starts running, and then sees him.
Very heavily Currently focused in towards Zig.
And then dude, Ed's here and he sees Tej and he throws a smoke. That shit bobs up to the water. And then how checked is Tej here? This is all the chat. This is all 6-star water reps.
Ready to go.
This is the 6-star difference, bro.
Shots from Shotzzy are perfect, but he will be traded out by Gwen's
That's Sharksy right there.
looking for a plant, but not committing as Vancouver.
Him getting one there, that's straight up all the 6-star reps.
Hopefully he's able to win the first gunfight.
Yeah, big plays out of Abe. So when his ISO one-on-one, keep the numbers in favor.
The hell was that?
Still gonna be so when
I didn't realize he
his
stunned
ISO
himself.
one-on-one, keep the numbers in favor of Surge, but still gonna be delayed on the plant. So this allows OpTic to take a lot of more space away around the map. Mercury's on the pinch, just looking for the timing, gets info into Lunar, is just gonna reposition back to Dashy.
Should be all right for the reposition for now. Just comes down to the timing of if they catch Vancouver slipping.
Brendan sees them in the back driveway here, but I think he only saw one. Yeah, he only saw one. So when he goes up here and he sees 2 of them, he's like, oh, fuck.
Try to find the first gunfight win. He's in some trouble.
It's crazy because they were grouped up together too, but
He's caught a little bit off guard on the back
when he sees the cross, he literally only sees one crossing. Thinks he's going to pick him out.
Yeah, that's just one of those rounds there. Like if your dad had all throughout that entire round, so Surge still.
Interesting battle to this point because it definitely feels like OpTic have made the right reads, but a couple of the key gunfights have kept Vancouver.
Oh, this is the 4 laundry thing. So Ant gets back down here. He's going to eventually end up like pushing up to the inner laundry here. Kyler goes up to top laundry. Unfortunately dies, but look at, bro, all 4 of them are here. Like quick. And then they go to chow this and they're just like, bro, everyone's here. Like, what the fuck? Ant gets 2, which is godlike, and then he jumps off the map, which low-key is bait. It's low-key bait for Brandon to get through here and get a kill. And maybe the second, because they're like, wait, where the fuck did he go? I swear to God, him jumping out here is actually good as bait. But obviously you don't want to die, but they're like, where the fuck did Ant go? Bomb resets the spawn here, right? Yeah, it does. Calculated? Yeah, straight up. Just straight calculated.
I can understand the bait and switch because he is a sniper pistol player, but it's like 2 times now where, yeah, there was just no switch. And Gwen unfortunately was in both scenarios. The first go around was when TJ just sprints on the pinch.
Did everyone die in laundry? Yeah, literally.
But then that time with the
bro, Lunars is like, where the fuck did he go? What?
To think about the objective, you send it with your numbers, which is respectable.
Yeah, that's just what happens when you fall off. It just resets back default spawn.
So OpTic tied the game. Just being prepared for the fights over on the backside of laundry, even in the man disadvantage. And now at 2-2, OpTic are continuing on the aggression through ring.
This is a good A counter.
Making it difficult with the aim assist, but Gwen still is able to find one pistol out. No, and the action quick.
Very good A counter.
Furious, only really seeing one perspective of it. OpTic do win out the trade battle and take another quick round.
Yeah, OpTic were sick and tired of getting isolated in some of these fights. Like Mercury said, last time I went towards B, I was met with Gwen Sniper. So let's just use all of our gunnies on the same side of the map. You stack over towards A, you're prepared for the blind counter if they get aggressive, even when the...
Okay. Do we get a second to actually watch the round unfold? We'll find out. Sniper pistol combo for Dashy. Not gonna land. Mercules will be the first one to drop. And Dashy will not.
The one time Brandon snipes mid and they triple mid. Unfortunately, he's not pre-aim for the slide, I think.
Pistol combo for Dashy. Not gonna land. Mercules will be the first one to drop. And Dashy will not.
But look at this. Like, we take space B side. Ant goes B ball. No one goes B ball for them. They're double money, one guy cut out. But they're gonna retake through, or that's a good shot by Brandon. Top bed. But they retake through money. Like, they just jump out of here.
And this is just down to, can we allow Bruce to continue to use this sniper? He's not gonna miss for all that long.
And then Ant just goes on a pinch once he gets info.
Pinch easily established from Shotzzy from that position. And the last player, an Abe, has been seen and it's quickly tallied. Another moment where it just feels like Vancouver cannot.
Nothing magic. It's not not my announcement to speak of.
Even when they've got numbers.
No leaks here.
Return. And then that forces you to be uncomfortable. You still have not accounted for the positioning of Shotzi because he just pushes right through B-ball and up advantages. We're putting ourselves in a position, especially on defense, to win these rounds, but OpTic need to beat us by planning, and we're not even giving them a chance to do that.
Yeah, exactly right. TJ, good first blood through mid. Thought about planting, and he's got coverage, but the nades
This is a good read by Mason. Tries to kill Kyler. Kyler slides under him. Mason gets a kill top laundry, and he's just like, they're going B. Insta just like reading, they're going B. Brandon wraps towards it with the sniper, gets a first pick, and it's pretty much GG from there on.
Dashy is here, and he hits. I mean,
Oh, man.
dude. Jay, I can't. If he wins that with the pistol, oh my goodness. Possibly last shots needed, and yep. It's just another number situation. I get it, you're pushed off by nades, but once those are out, you still have Gwyn top ring.
Yeah, it's like Vancouver are playing nervous or scared. Like, Raid hasn't been out for 15 years. You get the first blood with ring control. I can understand you didn't have laundry, but OpTic are now forced to make the play. And when they do, Gwyn is... And then you wrap, just gets a freebie with the snipe. And now OpTic have chained 4 rounds in a row to be at game point.
I'm starting to lose composure, Jay.
I'm right there with you, brother. And
Big pick by Mace or by Kyler. Water side, and then we just wrap towards B. Kind of just good default control. Ant's gotten through towards mid too because they A countered. He gets so much space. He's already money here, and if they want to wrap, he kind of has like all the info. It can only be B-ball or open stairs. I guess they can be cut out too, but I don't think they're going to retake from cutout again after what happened in the previous round.
Yeah, I mean, we're just...
Double B-ball. Ant can now make a play. He just has to wait. Or like these guys have to wait for Ant's play, and then easy.
Wow.
Clean search. Very clean. Kind of like the... Oh, wait. The LAT one was similar too. It was 2-2, and then we went 4 straight.
Don't just push them off from
It's literally the same...
forces them to go to
same storyline.
an AWC championship, and of course keep the dynasty potentially together. Jay, it's something that a lot of teams are trying to replicate. Believe it or not, Mercules is a 1-of-1. No carbon copies of what he brings to the table.
Yeah, the golden child effect, man. No team so far.
We got a den overload. Perfect break off, by the way. They put 2 on the outer lanes. We get the first kill. We see the other guy top window. As soon as we get that kill, pick up the pinch. We know last guy is going to be tin side. Free cap at the start. Really good break. Kind of what I was talking about in the scrims at one time, but a lot of times, if you win the break off, you can insta cap because of you basically knowing what the setup is and knowing like what you can take off of it.
Being read and handled nicely so Vancouver can stabilize.
Saquon saw daylight. Yeah, I hear that. He saw the gap.
Now to open up the lanes that they are approaching, but unfortunately the first one goes in favor of the new.
Was happy to see Dashy Fry this weekend because he's been shooting in scrims. I agree. He had the best weekend or the best week of scrims that he had all year, and I was hoping that it continued in the match, and it did. He was actually frying in the matches.
Tries to actually slip back, knowing that he had Hook working rooftops and Shotzi pivoting at mid, but now all of a sudden OpTic a little bit caught, lacking defensively. Merc, dash you off spawn, just trying to bunker up Shotzi off the pinch, no commitment.
Oh, I didn't talk about the mace stop when I was going to the LAT thing, but that mace stop was fucking insane, massive. I mean, it's literally just mace things, bro.
Legitimately sprint over towards the dojo.
Yeah, the 3-piece. Nice mace, nice mace. The emote is so good.
On your approach to potentially get a capture is watching the pinch, or you were just thinking that Luna's off spawn was going to be in a position to do so. But OpTic set up that flank for
the Shotzi announcements in an hour and a half, chat.
You're able to shut them down on a goal line stop and still maintain a map control towards Dojo.
Yeah, this is big, especially with TJ trying to run up behind the play. He stays away from the initial pick up through mid. Gets you one, but
yeah, we talked about the trophy kill. OpTic trophy.
already in position to get the read on that.
Talked about this, but I didn't like how he did what we did here off this 4 dead. I think we could have worked it another way with like how all of our arrows were going.
Who was staggered off that play, and OpTic have members all over the map with the EMP looking towards roofs.
And you see what it does? Like, Dashy finds the first blood, so now that forces Abe to be the defensive player over towards that A site. And your team,
You don't have to say it, but what is it? But you don't have to say what it is, but do you know what it is, or is it a surprise for you too? No, I've known what it is for a few days,
and now it's a blood blast
or
over towards rooftops.
2 days.
And Hook's able to get away with 2. I've done that once or twice.
You think Spar change is enough for Boston to be competitive?
Hook takes an extra shot.
I mean, I don't know. That's a their camp question, but I do think they look much better. Whether they want to make another change, that's on them. I don't know. I mean, that's. I don't know what's happening in their camp. I don't know what their practice looks like.
Where the EMP carrier is. It literally shines on the minimap. But a stun lands, and Vancouver will have a gold line stand for now. Dashy trying to keep the play alive. Won't be able to get the better of Lunars, and things will once again stabilize for Vancouver as they pick up the EMP with 1:40 on the clock.
Hey, Vancouver have a lot of great goalies so far in this game because OpTic have found themselves in the heavy.
Kyler just steals this ball and takes it.
Potentially go up 4-0, and they are so far in your spawn that they clear you off the rotation and are able to get their second score on the board. Now Shotzi being the lead blocker is able to slip by a couple players, find the opening kill. Now all he has to do is finesse.
Stun will land over towards small room as well. Hook Dashy right there with them, and here we go again. Only player who can defend this is TJ, and he gets beat by Murphy.
Those last 2 caps were really well worked.
This is yeah.
That was read by Ant, by the way.
For Vancouver,
Reading it that this guy's gonna pinch the guy broken.
it's just one of those things. This is
Rather than getting space up gens, he realizes that Abe's gonna pinch broken. It's just an insane read by Ant.
nice moments, but it's just
I would say insane read, but like really good read.
put together even when they've been on the attack have been so slow. It's just like, who's quarterbacking this team right now?
And it's because it's just very difficult to keep track of all of OpTic. Like when OpTic have the EMP in their possession and they're going for a score, you know you have to watch your pinch, you gotta watch in front of you, you gotta watch the creepy angle all the way around on the backside of the map because OpTic are just so good at setting up these pinches and always forcing Surge to be on their toes.
Bro, Kyler's just still in their base. This is so annoying. Mace watches Ant's chase there as well. Mace makes Kyler activate. Low key, if he gets that kill, we actually cap too. That's close. It was a good effort though.
Yeah, I mean, a kill away from being able to get it to a 4-0x.
The announcement's in an hour and a half.
Halftime, as Abe is in a really good spot if he can find one. But
By the way, he was on this ball, no? Is Kyler not on this ball? Bro, he's sliding to it. I guess he's not at it yet.
But TJ will drop the EMP just before halftime. It'll be a 3-0 half, swap the sides around, and it just feels like business as usual right now for OpTic.
And it's like nothing that Vancouver can do because this is what it's like going up against the best overload team in the game. You get your first score off the board in the first 20 seconds by winning 2 gunfights through the middle of the map, knowing that not a single player from Surge.
Where would you put Koi at in terms of power positioning with the Kips change? What do you mean by power positioning? Like power rankings? I think they look really good. I hate doing like power rankings, but I think they look much better.
And that's just because OpTic are all over the damn map, man. SMGs getting lost, ARs are finding openings with the M15 or the Jaeger if they feel need.
Like right now they're playing like top 4, top 5, guaranteed. I think they were playing really clean recently.
Yes, they do. See if there's going to be some signs of life here in any way for Vancouver. Opening break off. TJ's able to find the first. That's over towards Dojo's side. Gwyn also reads Shotzi trying to play a pinch through the second hill. And that's going to lead to an opportunity to grab. Not fully go, though, as TJ gets shots into Dashy, but doesn't expect Hook to be on that quick play. And the hop up now has Hook and the rest of OpTic looking forward, but Lunars will cut things over at the connector through mid.
Go.
And we'll stabilize, reset. And Shotzi, hold on. able to get one, and okay, there we go. A little bit too far away from the
The raid search, they trolled a lot. Yeah, there was a couple rounds they were definitely trolling for sure.
Makes them pay for it because he kept his positioning on the map alongside Abe. Gets that scoring in for
Definitely a couple rounds they were trolling for sure. I thought we were playing it well, but yeah, I do agree.
Forgotten about him because he finds that first goal to go in for free. Should be traded here by TJ out of the Semtex, but all the map control again in favor of OpTic.
For now, everything's just mostly coming over the top of the ZMP location. Shots off spawn, hitting through mid. And Vancouver are just going to opt to receive it instead of trying to find some initiation of their own.
But it's interesting, chat. Like you'll see in these overloads, the way you can play with the lead is very different with the way you have to play when you're down. Like you have to be so much more aggressive when you're down. And if you aren't, you're literally just giving the team a free win, basically. Like if you're just huddled up, waiting for people to make plays, when you're down 2 caps, like you're just gonna lose.
What can your lead blocker find you? It's gonna be Dashy. Doesn't decide to take any space. Still sitting at the combo wall, but you can see if you're remaining map the player off the respawn and hook. It's gonna take you sweet time to work a middle route. Because you'd much rather have this kind of standoff than be on the defensive side. But Gwyn and Lunars are able to find 2 shots. He needs to iron up and clutch up on a gunfight with the Jaeger, and he's able to find one and hits the
it just fell off the map.
right off the bat.
Seen that a couple of times this weekend. Tricky spot, to be sure. But OpTic's still fine. Mercules feeling the pressure from the front at B. We'll move over and look at Shotzzy. Oh, okay, never mind. Don't look at Shotzzy. Lunar's able to find him deep. So now we're just kind of killing the clock. And if you're Vancouver,
Ball movement was good though. Like every trade that we get, even if we die on the other side, we're still moving it pretty well here. What are the differences of coaching traits that you and Karma have? Kind of just some approaches, but a lot of the gameplay stuff we kind of agree with pretty much everything. I think I use a little bit more of the tools that I have to give us some insights. And he more so anything that he would do specifically as a player, think about just straight up gameplay wise if he was playing in that moment. Is it makes for a good balance. But we all kind of talk about the same type of scenarios and usually have the same ideas of both, or like of what we think should be done there. Damon finally being the sub this year after Ant's retirement. He's always been the sub for our team. Or you mean like this, that just straight SMG? Yeah, we're plugging him in chat. You also help with other team tendencies? Yeah, somewhat.
Shotzzy just uses the right time in the strike, and even though he doesn't locate kill number 3, it single-handedly shuts down the push here for Surge. Now a minute and
at this point, it's just chalked straight up. 4-1. He's trying to wrap fully. It's just like you don't have time.
And still, getting 3 scores in 50 seconds is pretty much mathematically impossible. So, OpTic will win this map and win the series. Pending.
We'd have to literally drop our controllers.
Right now. That's true. That's why the pending part of that conversation comes in. You can still do this if you're Vancouver, but again, it's going to be a Herculean effort.
Yeah, well, they had the mid-map control. So far, step 1 done. You currently have a player watching their pinch, but they don't find the opening kill. This is where the nuke can make his impact be felt. He locates 1 guy, only 2 players on the opposite side.
Mason calls game.
The game is over.
Bro, you know what Mason always does? Bro, he pre-pops the fist bumps, and no one's having it. Everyone's just like, yo, play it out. Bro, in the LAT one, it was like 15 seconds, and he's pre-popping the fist bumps, and he's like, yo, no pre-bumps. Brandon's like, wow, it's just 15 seconds, yo, chill. He's like, pre-bumps. Literally 20 seconds left. The game's basically over, but it's just funny. He's like, nope, yo, no pre-bumps? Because no one was bumping him. 20 seconds left. Just big guy things, actually. Big guy things. Just big guy things. Is OpTic the only team that won't park the bus? I don't know. We don't really like doing it. What should we watch? I'll watch some of the Toronto Koi Gentlemates.
Both of these squads love some Den Hardpoint.
Records are made to be
Yeah, we watched the Thieves match.
It's fun who gets the breaks here. In our first hard point here, Toronto Koi, Paris Gentle. It's fine. I mean, a decent amount of time and a couple of kills. It could be worse, right?
Yeah, I mean, hanging out.
Oh my God.
Now Neptune just gets to practice his skeet shooting abilities, and he gets a nice big 3, and maybe he's going to go on a nice little P2 pinch as well. So Neptune's setting up for the kill here in this moment. His teammates need to make sure they block and maintain those spawns, but he's collecting some.
It's a really good start out of LAG. Or I keep saying that. Sorry, Gentlemates, Paris. I always see the colors and I think of it.
I mean, the fact that he double dipped on the pistol chow there was spectacular. And all things considered, we've seen a very, very dangerous looking Paris Gentlemates here on P1. That's right. It's made of paper, and you can see the lights.
Bro, it's so hard. It's actually, you have to compensate for the shadow so much because he sees the shadow here, so he's like firing a little bit more to the left, if that makes sense.
And you can see the lights. Good stuff, Kips. Keep it.
It's not a direct what do you call it?
But again, we are looking at very strong.
Like a direct X-ray.
Disgusted start. The hardpoint time not as impressive as it could be, chance, but P2 would well change that.
Nonetheless, facilitating the map there, allowing those sort of like partial parallel back spawns to go through, but at least they're reading it along the way. Sib there for a few trades, but they don't actually block it. And for Dan Ghosty, that means a big problem. 2 players in front.
JP wouldn't be on right now if Ann was leaving. He'd be working with a new guy. The new guy is Damon, so. Also, what do we be working with him on? There's no scrims.
It's just Ghosty in map 1 right now. Only 4 and 3, but disgusting work on the time as well. And we're doing what we can. But a good break there from the Toronto boys. We're going to take that.
JJ Abner. A little bit too young to be playing.
Members of the Paris Gentlemates still fighting over by the old time side. They're going to make the route towards P3 now. And Tobias Julianson with a submachine gun in his hand. And baby, you know you like it. That's 3 Unfortunately, the mate's too good.
Yeah, Sib not fearing.
How old am I? I'm 29.
Able to pick up a nice 2-piece, and that is another rotation won by Paris Gentlemates. Did not get there first, had no right to win it, but Paris is just going to simply take it away. Now you're having a square-up battle, trying to force this thing through.
Yo, Jamie called game in this map, though. We'll watch it later on, but he absolutely called game. And gone. Are you replacing Shotzi when he retires today? Not talking about anything, chat.
More or less a stranglehold on the map. Kibbs finally able to break the mold, takes up 3 kills around the time, and bails Toronto out of a tough situation.
It's another break from
If you are a player and a coach, do you get 2 rings? No, probably not.
But nonetheless,
I would assume just 1.
showing the muscle. Oh, sugar. It's a big 3 from Ghosty. What was I saying? That's right. Rotations on. And this time, Koi are in there first.
And Koi also feel the pressure. Neptune continues to be such a nuisance.
Will I still be live during the announcement? No, this is. I'll probably be gone after we watch the series. I'll probably be on for another like 20, 30. Men's Warehouse sponsor or ad. Yeah.
And of course, his teammates end up winning it, but that pressure still continues. The back spawns make Parrish's job so much easier.
Oh, here we go. The trophy systems are still working.
I think they caught. I mean, what did the Gentlemates do wrong this week? I think they got caught slipping versus C9, who obviously they played Blackheart, their auto veto against, lost that, and then they ran into them. Hyde absolutely having in search, lost 2 searches, and then their auto veto. So obviously caught off guard, but just goes to show you can't really take anyone lately online COD. But then they play Toronto, and I think Toronto actually looks really good. Like they looked very good versus Gentlemates.
15 kills already after the first set, leading the lobby by a decent chunk. But now Toronto trying to stay.
What do you think is wrong with FaZe? I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't know what their camp is like. I don't know how practice is going. I don't know. I will say though, I listened to their comms, and I'm not one to like critique comms, but to me that shit sounded hectic as fuck. I don't know if that's something on their end that they're used to or what, but that sounded very, very chaotic to me at least. But yeah, otherwise that's the only thing I would say about that. Everything else is that's just their camp, bro. I don't know.
Systems just not in the right place at the right time. Couple good nade kills rolling through for Paris, and
a break when they want to make sure they flip the spawns and force those guys out. Once again, Envoy always doing the dirty work, picking up the players first on rotation, buying enough time that Neptune is now here for the help and here for the trades. That's maybe you want to play the cleanup kills, but only good for 2. But Ghosty looking to do the exact same. Toronto overwhelmed once again on P2. Admittedly, though, by the thinnest of margins.
Ghosty rocketing the multi-kills on the inside of time now, and we have started to push this forward a little bit. Sib stunned out of his mind on the attack forward. Toronto Koi, we're looking to get the break here. Let's go for a quick listen in.
Careful lobby as well.
If FaZe lose twice next week, are they eliminated from top 6? Top 6? Probably, but I mean, they could still make the plan. But yeah, top 6 would be pretty hard, because what, they're 1-4 now? If they go to 1-6, that, I mean, that's gonna be hard to not, or that's gonna be hard to make top 6 with, I think. I could be wrong, but definitely, like, they can make it the plan easily. But top 6, I don't know. Oh, is it 2-4? Oh, I thought it was 1-4. Okay, 2-4 is definitely better. I don't know what the chances are for top 6 though with 2-4. My bad. I thought it was 1-4. Can you explain this, manager? Like what are the plans? It means how that works? Yeah, I will. All right. So to give you guys a rundown, this is Major 2. So everyone's obviously playing 12 matches, or sorry, 11 matches. Everyone's playing everyone else in the league. From that, you're gonna get seeds. So you're gonna have seeds 1 to 12. 1 to 6, auto bracket. You're automatically making the bracket. You don't gotta worry about anything. No plans, no nothing. 7, 8, 9, and 10 will be playing in a mini bracket. So basically, what it is I think it's what I assume 7. Here, this is what I'll do. 7 plays 10, 8 plays 9. And it's like a mini bracket like this where it's double elim, so you have to win 2 before you lose 2. So mini play-in bracket here. And then obviously the ones left out, 11 and 12, they don't even go. No major. So the top 2 from these 2 teams, or from these 4 teams, whoever wins 2 before they lose 2, move up to the auto bracket and become the 7th and 8th seeds for the actual bracket. Your colorblindness? My bad, chat. I'm not aware of the color. I'll use the yellow from now on. That is my bad. Hopefully my explanation was good enough. It's not one match win or go home. Actually, I actually don't know. Maybe it's 2 matches for the 7th, 8th. It might be 2 matches for 7th and 8th. Like they get 1 life. And the other ones don't. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Okay, maybe it's 7th versus 8th. And then it's 9th versus 10. 9th versus 10 have a single life. Whoever loses gets eliminated. So let's say 10 loses, they get eliminated. If 8 loses, they play 9 here. And then whoever wins that plays 7. Or no, because all you need to do is, okay, so maybe whoever wins this just auto qualifies, and whoever wins this one qualifies. That makes more sense. If you win the 7th to 8th, you auto qualify, so you don't have to win 2. If you lose, you're out. If you're 9th versus 10th, and then 9th versus 8th, whoever wins that moves on. Is that how it is? I gotta see how that. Even I don't fucking know. Do they have it on the website? No, because this is the regular one. So is it 7th versus 8th and then 9th for 10th, and 9th for 10th is only 1 life? Or is it 7th for 10th, 8th versus 9, and it's just a 4-team mini bracket? Like as if it were GSL. Let's see. Okay. play-in. Yeah, but this doesn't show you what the play-in is. We just know. Wait, is it just one match? From this, it's just one match. Wait, what? I didn't think it was that. Chad, it's just one match. It's like March Madness. You one match and you just straight into the bracket. It's single limb. Oh damn! I did not know that. My bad, chat. I'm explaining to this shit as if it's like a mini GSL. I did not know it was a single limb, bro. You can go in the play-in across the pond and play one match to get 3-0'd and you're out. What? Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I did not even know that. I thought it was just GSL like mini bracket. That's insane. I don't like that, but shit.
Honestly, a moment of hesitation there with Hellstorm. It takes 6 seconds to.
That's what I thought it was, like the NBA play in JG or GJ. I thought it was like that. I did not know it was single limb going into the bracket. Bro, you can just get straight up 3-0'd and you're just out and you're gone. Damn. Imagine traveling, what, 9-hour flight and then getting 3-0'd and you're just out. You're in customs longer than you're in the series. That's insane.
This time it's the opposite battle. Last time you had Toronto in control of the time, and it was Paris with the back spawns. Now it's Toronto with the back spawns, which is great for pressure.
Solution don't be shit. Again, it is online COD though, but I agree. I feel like you should at least get the chance on LAN though. Like a double limb bracket or something. I don't know. I just don't like that online's worth that much. Does main bracket start Friday instead of Thursday now? Yeah.
So we've got a couple more pieces of ordnance to throw, and Ghosty comes out as Hellstorm straight into the kill feed with a
single limb for playing, at least make it a best of 7. Yeah, I actually wouldn't mind that. But yeah, I didn't realize it was single limb like that. I'm not gonna lie. Like both matches are single limb.
As well, just because number 4 spawned up in the back, but now he just gets to be annoying. So if you're Kips right now, the man on time, you're so paranoid. Your backline support look in the opposite direction. Ghosty does a good job of being a nuisance, and that is a clean and effective break there for the Paris Shuttlemates. Paris Shuttlemates now with a good lead.
This looks like a good situation for Paris. They must lose this rotation to P2. Yeah, they just get broken instantly. Flipped. Everyone spawns out. Goes from a really good situation to a pretty bad situation pretty quick.
I'm right side couch. Alright, nice. Yo, Jimmy spawns out. Jimmy spawns out. I'm back couch right now.
That's a good recognition. That first kill is big, so they technically do have a 4v3.
4v3 guys, take our time. Let's go.
Just takes way too long for the break to happen. Dante's out of roof, and this guy who spawned behind him is able to get back in the play before anything happens front side, or even backside too. Big 1v1. Big 1v1. That Toby 1v1. This 1v1 is such a piv moment. Holy fuck. Dan versus Toby 1v1 actually like literally saves them the game. Do you have a favorite series that you've watched from any COD? I always like the Complexity Impact BO2 of MLG Anaheim. That was my favorite like match for a while, like when I was first starting to watch and getting into COD more.
mid-cut. Yes. Nothing old. P1, 1 P1. 2 P1. Mid-cut, and P1 jump.
Miami versus OpTic EWC. Yeah, that definitely was an insane series.
Dylan has a streak if you need it. I'm gonna wrap this up.
There's 3 on new.
Dylan streak. I'm gonna pinch in this one. Yeah, I'm pinching in this one. I'm hiding in lockers. I'm waiting.
Yo, come short and pick up my left.
I'm streaking right now.
He's on me.
He just randomly naded me, bro.
Don't even take lockers. Don't even take lockers.
I died from deep patio.
Two up our side. We gotta kill this guy lockers.
He's deep patio.
He's in lockers right now, towards the front door. Lockers up. Nice. 2 on top. Our side 10.
Our side 10. Yeah,
one
Toby. Watch out, our side 10. I kill Toby. I kill him. Just leave him. Just ignore this guy. Just ignore this guy.
How do they break this?
A very decisive hellstorm, and it is paid off in big ways.
How did they not win off of this? What happens here?
Both these hellstorms have been a little bit mixy, but both have been able to secure some of this P3 time, and it's a big enough lead now.
Oh, the guy made was able to kill him. Kips goes huge. Whoa. He's able to jump across, get the angle on 6, so 8 can't kill him, and then he rips 8 anyway. Kips goes massive. And then Jamie calls the game on this one, right? I watched this one.
We have had though over towards this new time has been an absolute juggernaut battle. It has been a slaughterhouse over towards new.
Yeah, I watched the end. I watched this final hill. I didn't watch the P3.
Here we go. Kips. The world now flying at you, mate. Can you get anyone? Damage. Not enough with the
They try to bang through the back. Insight last alive. Gets 1, 2, 3. Calls game. The backbone. Look at this shit.
World now flying at you, mate. Can you get anyone? Damage. Not enough with the detonate either. And what an onslaught here from the parachute. I mean, he's the last bastion in sight. He wipes 3. And
He actually just called game there.
They flipped the spawns as well. He killed everybody out, and now it's a desperation effort. The tables have turned for Paris Gentleman's full speed ahead, and they might be past Kleenex. Toronto might have too much space on the map. A tight setup not rolling through. Kips can only get 1, and Paris Gentlemen are going to get the back spawns as well. The swarm is here. Here we go inside once again. Can he get another load up? Another!
Gets help that time, but kind of the same thing.
To be perfect. The 1v1 for Kips. The rookie sends it, and that tree has turned from something to nothing for the Paris Gentlemates. The tree there. It has to be perfect. The 1v1 for Kips. The rookie sends it, and that
Look at the detonate. The detonate gets a kill like that. Because their Semtex comes in and blows his detonate up. Is that not crazy? Is that pretty much what it is? Because he doesn't cook this shit, right? Yeah, that's actually crazy. Yeah, the double nading is insane. It's like the dude, it reminds me of the Halo shit. You know how you'd like throw a nade and then you'd throw like another plasma nade and it like focus on the guy. It's not the same thing, obviously. It doesn't heat seek, but the same thing as like the insta exploding. Hey, your boy Yandel, appreciate that 11 months. Happy Monday, have a great week. Thank you, man. Hope you did too. How long does a detonate take to explode? I never actually timed it, but it's a long ass time. Definitely not that quick. That was triggered by a Semtex.
You and I lost the patience battle, but that's fine. Oh, lovely check there from Kleenex. But can't see Envoy. He's hidden. Once again, he's gone.
Oh, he didn't see Dylan there?
Oh, lovely check there from Kleenex. But can't
oh, he's jumping. He just doesn't see him.
Once again, he's gone away. He's got a kill out of it as well. Kleenex doesn't quite catch the angle, but Joe to see.
Yeah, Paris is really good Den hardpoint team. It still is, but that was like their best hardpoint.
What a snap onto the second man.
Or it probably still is their best hardpoint, but you know what I mean.
He's back in it.
Yeah, I mean, that is fantastic tracking through the wall there for Sib, and obviously the second snap. Why he is one of the best in the world. Lord Joe Steves really fought a battle to get that trade on Ghosty up top. He's just fighting ARs with the high ground that entire time. So certainly a good attempt, but a nice bounce back round. And Sib with the cleanup, but in my mind, credit to Dylan Envoy working the pinch. Has that little standoff battle between him and Kleenex, and he finds a kill on Insight in the meantime and remains untraded. Such an annoying player to have to deal with.
Yeah, that's tough, man. I mean, Kleenex is doing everything. He's going above and beyond the Call of Duty.
Black Ops 7 right now to try to catch that player out on the angle, and it just doesn't happen. Another snipe being put away. Interesting. We've had a couple of those so far. Scar, ever changing. Oh, good hits. Oh, it was Kleenex. He was the intended target of the double-nade attack, and he pushes right back after that. Space now on the A-bomb site gained. Insight on the shoulders. Envoy not the carrier. It's going to be Sid, but we're making our way towards.
How hard would you rate coaching 1 to 10 in your experience?
Maybe go see the guy middle of the map trying to make the impact and pick up a couple extra.
I don't think it's hard, but it's like I have to know what you're doing in some sense. I think the hardest part is like matches feeling like you're being tortured because you can't do anything about anything that's going on during the map. You're kind of just sitting on your hands as if they're tied, watching shit happen. That's the most stressful part of it. Obviously, matches can be stressful. Mostly just the LAN matches though. Like online matches or whatever. But tournament ones can get pretty insane.
Doing all the teamwork elements correct. Got the man advantage. Envoy able to get a kill. You trade him out immediately, and then Neptune zaps you through a wall.
Watching what happened? Just the game. Like if your team fucks up on a thing and you can see it happening on the minimap, but obviously they're not going to be able to see it with all the information that you have. It's very hard to, deal with because you're just like, you want to do something, but you just can't, obviously. You want to say something, but just don't have the ability. You just hope that everything you've talked about and drilled in practice and in VOD and stuff translates.
Magical snap certainly helps.
ONA team must have been hell. It definitely was hell.
Very forward, Gentle Mates Kips. Is he going to read that? He does. Does he read this? He does. Oh, Kips.
Kips 1v2 on the pinch.
We're getting very forward, Gentle Mates Kips. Is he going to read that? He does. Does he read this? He does. Oh, Kips. He double dips on Envoy Neptune.
Yeah, Envoy bought a friend this time, trying to be a little bit more aggressive. Gonna regret that one, unfortunately.
Why would they go off the screen? Yeah, I don't know. They were probably focusing on the sniper because someone was motioning up A with Dante as a sniper. They like to cover the sniper kills a lot, I've noticed.
And that's why Ghosty.
But that was a big 1v2. They're just expecting, I guess, that he's gonna get traded out 1v1 or 1-for-1, but he makes a play.
Yeah, doing a great job. I think it was
Not that it's a concern, but thoughts on Merc's game yesterday? I mean, again, not every match is going to be a 1.3. Like, I think we played completely fine. Like, nothing to be worried about.
Rolling through, and here's a look at the Kips 2-piece. Ready for the first gunfight? Yeah, absolutely prepared for the second. Shreds both of those players. Kips, I mean, hey, make no mistake, this is a rookie going against the Major 1 champions. And he's taking him to task. Maybe C9 injected a lot of belief into the rest of the league.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
They pre-fired his snipe, basically. Dante does go for this a lot.
Oh, man. It would have been something. He expected one. He didn't expect that many. Oh, goodness. What a shot that would have been, though, from Sib. What could have been, if not for the teamwork of Toronto Koi.
Pairs have won a 3v4 on this side as well. This round feels a little bit different, though. A lot more passive here from Koi, and yet the cleanup kills rolling through. Neptune standing in a place where you get wall banged from everywhere.
Yeah, he's been baited into a few of those fights a few times now. Lovely work from Envoy. Lovely work from Ghosty. Again, this is the coverage you're looking for from the Gentle Mates. Beautiful teamwork. Joe and Kips. And Kips has the pinch. Eyes on the first. Feed the information to Joe. Will they dine tonight in hell? Or will it be just towards the backside of the spawn here on Sky? It might just be the backside of the spawn. 2v1.
Where is the Shotzi announcement going to be? I assume Twitter. What's the one thing about coaching that you appreciate the most? It's a good question. I like seeing people improve and getting like the best out of people, but I also like seeing plans like go to work. Like you work on something, you scrim something for a long time, you work on something, finding the improvement and the grind for the improvement every day is kind of addicting. Because every day is new, you're playing different teams, you're playing maps that are obviously the same, but you're you might be trying to improve on specific aspects of them, and the constant grind of like, okay, we're not perfect yet on this map. This could be, you know, better, and trying to improve in that way. Like, just trying to figure out what's the best in every scenario or situation it's like a puzzle. It's very addicting to like keep thinking about. You can always be thinking about new innovations and ways to play, or especially in search, but more so respawn is just kind of what do you think is the most ideal.
Poor Claydax just gets left in the dust as well. He gets out a ton of damage, no trades. Round of the teamwork faltering just a touch in this round, 3v4.
Would you say you'd be a fan of the CDL if you weren't a coach? Oh, 100%. I'd be a fan of the CDL. I mean, I watched for... The assassination's crazy. Wait, Dan took the kill? That's insane. That's funny. But, what I was saying is, I mean, I was a fan for... fucking 7-8 years before I even started coaching. So yeah, I would be a fan regardless.
I think Ghosty realized what was happening. I think that's what
he knew exactly what was happening. Ghosty is one of the most locked-in players we have. You had Ghosty.
I mean, I wouldn't nearly watch the same amount that I do right now, for sure, obviously, but I would be a fan.
Ghosty is dire. He absolutely do.
No, look, he saw two people fighting and he was like, I need to save my friend. He didn't know what was going on, and he is, I mean, that was a good shot. His boy up.
Now, Ghosty saw Sib snaking in a way that would make Celium blush, and he was
Rogue like, player, appreciate the 4 months. Thank you, man.
See you on Reddit.
Any advice on getting into the COD analytics / esports workspace? First, learn how to code. Second, start with your whatever you're passionate about and start working on that. Whatever game it is, whatever, you know, if it is COD, it's COD, whatever. But be passionate about some projects. Like, create some projects that you think that could be interesting for, you know, the public, teams, whatever, and just start posting on social media. That's how a lot of people are getting their ins now, just putting their name out there, posting it online. I always say you never know who's gonna read that post or watch that video or see that post on Reddit, you know? So you never know, but just keeping at it and keep committed to whatever you're passionate about.
Either way, though, Joe gets the kill. Still, though, man advantage for Paris.
Oh, he saw that mid as well. Joe. I mean, that is a team shot from hell. He was in interlocking fields.
How many gifted for you to tell if Shotzi is still playing or not? Again, not my like news to share, chat. If you thought you were gonna get anything leaked in the stream, like, you thought wrong, dude.
Oh my god, 1v1.
Sorry.
I love this too. That was a great aggressive play call, trying to get the time.
You realize how quick I would get a call from Hex if I said some shit?
Definitely going to be a bit of a concern, but neither person has any info.
No scrims today, chat. No scrims.
Neptune's on a 3 spree.
Expose, appreciate the 13 months. Thank you.
Tough.
Thank you, Expose.
And Kips is very frustrated.
What's your take on what's going on with FaZe? Start off the season well, but they seem to have hit a wall lately. I talked about this before, but again, I don't know what's going on with the camp. Obviously, it's not great right now, but I mean, it's fixable. The only thing I would say was, after listening to the listen-ins, that it kind of sounds pretty hectic. I don't know how much of that is actually a concern for them. It's definitely more than just comms, because, like, obviously comms aren't making you win or lose like that, but that's the only thing I could tell, and everything else is just inside the camp. That's not my business, you know. It's not a gambling sponsor, chat.
No one's checked into the motel just yet, but Sib, he might have to stow that luggage a little bit later. The size of that thing, he's brought it to play. Big wrap here from old Koi.
Envoy, no trophy. Dodges it all. He's good. So you respect the sniper there as Sib. You try to reposition.
Chat is gonna do 21 guesses until they get it right. Yeah, I'm just not entertaining it.
Towards A, and you've burnt half the game clock on the round, and you know you're going to be dealing with.
It's not a sponsorship.
Well, technically, you can make it without being detected, but someone's going to check it. Sib is going to be.
Beans just tweeted scrims versus OpTic. We're not scrimming today.
The smoke has covered the top side. Oh, good God! It doesn't matter. He knows
Just wait, chat. Just wait. Like again, not my business to share. Like.
Perfectly for the second, and there it is. Next, eradicated. Map point, general mates.
All right, yeah, this 0-4 record for Toronto Koi on this map looking to be extended up. Bad situations and making a good for Sib.
Gills. Sib with a hot hand here with a snipe on Scar.
When's the announcement? In an hour, chat.
Out by no man's land. Well done.
The top of this next hour.
Problem. We're gonna back on up.
Envoy clearing everything. He doesn't have any teammate support just yet. Waiting for Sib maybe to show a guest appearance over for it before you go for the plant. Meanwhile, Ghosty and Neptune working the B side of the map. So pairs very spread right now. 50 seconds to work with. And a shot missed, but Envoy creeping near that.
Oh, they were up 5-3 in this? Okay, chat, this is when I was driving over to the office when this was being played. So I was just listening in the car. I didn't realize it was 5-3. Do you think Sib gets too aggro with the sniper? I don't think being aggro with the sniper is such a bad thing.
Well, if the bomb goes down,
I think being unpredictable is not a bad thing at all with being with the sniper. It's just if everything complements the way it should with the way your team's playing.
Ghosty is all of the mid map. Trying to overwhelm the top side. They've made a run for it.
Yo, what's good, Swooty? I'll keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, Swoot.
Oh, and what an attack from Kips! And now eyes to the middle of the map. Ghosty has shown his hand. The defuse is underway, and Toronto Koi will live to fight.
OpTic's comms sounded more active this weekend than previous matches this split. Was that something you talked about as a team? I don't think it's much. I think especially that Colossus was definitely more energy. That was a lot thanks to Kyler. But in general, I think our comms have really been good throughout. Comms have never really been such a big problem for us. I always thought we've had good comms with like this 4.
There in that 3v3, but nonetheless, still map advantage. Pairs trying to tie this series up 1-1.
Announcement be streamed or what? I don't know what they're doing for it. I don't know if it's a Twitter video or a tweet or what. I don't know. I assume it's some type of video.
Many good looks, but Kips has absolutely been the difference maker right now for Toronto Koi on Scar. A transformation. You've already managed to break the perfect record on Den Hardpoint. Can you take care of your own blemished record with a win here on Scarf? Very
dirty win for this. Probably the most important category, because even when they get them, still have to fight. If they haven't, it's been a struggle. And they're giving Kip the boomstick. He's going to keep it out for the entire round.
Kips, will he hits? Oh, we'll find out in a moment.
Super fast A plant. This is a direct counter because they were tripling B side. They had a wrap for this. Dante gets a pick too. Does Kips go maps it here with a snipe? They smoke top so that he can't get an eyes on bomb. Joe gets 2 on bomb. How did he get 2 on the heady? What? I wish it was on Joe's POV. I gotta see what the fuck he does here. Good trades. How the fuck does Joe get 2 here?
Unhappy, uncomfortable situation with the smoke out. You are terrified about that bomb.
Yeah, but now you're just gonna go for the wall stars. Joe gets involved. The pistola. Oh my goodness! It all comes down to
they both don't look. I mean, what are they looking at though? Oh, maybe they think the guy's behind the gens. That's probably what it is. No, I mean they're both looking for Kips here. Look at how they come around. One starts shooting Kips and yeah, I guess they just don't look low. Round 11. Same triple B here. This is the one, remember they pre-fired Dante with the sniper?
You know what that means.
Insight playing safe A side. Does Dan not see them?
Times it right. It means we're flooding through boat. It means we're on our way. Ghosty. Times it right. First blood.
It's a big pinch kill. Now they just wrap back. They don't have A site control yet, so they can't get the bomb down. Now it's 4v3, and I think they are just gonna wait for the plan, just retake it.
Say your prayers. Here we go.
Trying to hold it down in the 3v4. Someone on pair is going to have to step up and get at least a 2-piece to clutch this round.
And now we get to watch Toronto Koi work this as slow as possible. Oh, I love it.
Love the nade. Pre-check the gens just in case. Retake shop just so they can't be there as well. Good retake. 4v3.
It is absolutely glorious from Toronto Koi on
Kips with 14, 10 non-traded.
For all their records, and how about that game from Kips? 14. Say Ultra, how dare you?
I know. I've done it a few times now. I can't stop, brother. I can't stop. Right. Knives up, knives out. Let's go. Toronto Koi. See if they can complete the reverse, or complete the sweep, or the reverse sweep begins by the mates. We'll find out. But Joe says no. Nep says nah, bruh. Nep is gone, and we're on the run.
Yeah, and now they picked up the.
Damn, Joe is fucking frying.
Put it back over to the Dojo side of the map. You can have Insight, the lead blocker. Maybe wants to bait out Kleenex. The defense is here, but obviously no trophies early on in the game. The pinch has been shut down, and so has everything.
Oh, is that the smoke that you guys were talking about?
To go, but to your demise.
Ghosty, we're up, we're out, we're running for it, but defensively should be good. We'll watch out for Sib though. Yeah, perfect time. Oh, good shots.
Chad, again, I'm not talking about anything about the announcement. You guys will figure out in 50 minutes. It's not, I can't talk about it. I'm gonna watch this map and then I'm gonna have to head out anyway. I can't be live for it.
EMP taking a low route. Back upstairs. Insight gone. This could be a capture. Oh, Kips again. What a save.
Some host on the flank said, "Why does General Mates give Koi their best map when General Mates Den is General Mates' best map?" Yeah, that's the thing. Like Den Hardpoint's their best shit too, and Den Overload is their best shit too. So again, what are you gonna do? Not play your best shit? If you're a confident team, you're gonna play your best shit too. Just unfortunate you lose the square up. Like Toronto came out hot, they played well.
Pressure was gonna be coming from, so Toronto playing heads up overload for the moment. Doesn't mean you're gonna get a score though. Kleenex just wants to get as many kills as he can. He gives you 2. He's still waiting for his teammates.
If he wanted the third, I mean, he would have got it, but whatever, dude. Neptune cuts them out through the mid.
What do you think about peaking at the right time, i.e. closer to champs, especially as skill gap gets squeezed? What do you focus on? Heard Dash, you mentioned in post game. You always want to constantly be adapting and improving. If you peak, and when we say peak, it means like you're kind of stagnant, or you stagnate and it doesn't feel like you're improving day to day. And sometimes that happens with teams and they never really get over a specific hump, or they start regressing or not progressing at all. But like you constantly have to keep adapting to how the game is being played. It's constantly being mastered, you know? So you want to keep being on the edge of it and adapting yourself as well. Even if you're at the top, like staying ahead. Yeah, there's one thing to be ahead. There's another thing to stay ahead for a long period of time. That's what the really good teams do.
Oh my goodness. Worrying about the flank.
Finding a very consistent and good way to play is the most important thing, because you can start doing things and think it's right, and it might happen, or it might go well in certain scenarios, and you might think it's right, but eventually, you know, you might get caught out and realize that it's not the most consistent way to play. Those are things you have to figure out as a team over the course of the entire year. Like how is the best way to play, you know? Is that too early to say that's mates right now? Way too early. It was one bad weekend from them. But, I mean, let's see what happens, dude. Like, People are very reactionary in this scene. I would say it's all over sports in general too. But I swear, you are only as good as your last match in COD, in the COD scene.
Neptune again, defensive masterclass. 2 players left. Slow peel from Kips. Nothing slow about the second man. And over the top goes Joe, and it's in. Great goal from Koi.
Yeah, and how about that from inside as well? That little dive out just to make sure it does not reset to mid to allow your teammates.
Yeah, exactly what Prelec said. That's a great way to put it. Getting to the top is hard. Staying at the top is harder. 100%. Because you get to the top, and people realize that you might be playing like at a very ideal way, and they start trying to copy your shit, and they start trying to do what you do. And at that point, you need to innovate or stay at the top and be as like consistent as possible, even when other teams are looking at your shit and trying to do the exact same thing. So you always have a target on your back being at the top.
Oh goodness, Ghosty gets taken care of now, and over to A we go. Koi, a big attack. The kills are up front. The EMP detonates magnificently.
Dude, Joe is just running them. Joe is having a fucking map, by the way. How long do the pro community / coaches take to solidify an opinion? Like, if they come out and drop 2 more? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that question. Try and rephrase it if possible. Guys on the flank were saying it's very hard to replicate the way you guys played, though. I agree. But people will try. I mean, if you're not looking at the best team's VOD and trying to replicate it, then what are you doing? You know what I mean? Because you realize that that team's VOD works, because it has worked in their matches. Maybe not our Den Hardpoint. I don't know if you'd want to watch our Den Hardpoint. You know what I mean? And then there's another thing about talking about it and realizing what is good or not and actually executing in the match. That's a whole different story. There can be some very smart players who know what should be done, but as a team, will you be able to execute it? You know, that's a question you have to answer for yourselves.
Little slide there to close out as well. Kleenex, beautiful stuff out, Koi.
And just a gunfight of Ghosty's nightmare just gets
You can go in a VOD session and be like, this is good shit, we should do this, blah, 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 blah. But if you don't do it in an actual match when the time is, like, right and the situation is exactly the same, or in a situation that might be similar, then who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Do you scrim S&D reps offline? Yeah. We're never going to stream S&D sets.
Very aggressive attack. They managed to stabilize somewhat.
Okay, maps for BO7 as like a competitive map.
Good job, Gibbs. Well played.
I like Den Search. I really like Den Search. Maybe that's. I also like Raid Search. That's just. I've always liked Raid Search. Den Search I like. I like Scar Hardpoint. Den Hardpoint is like. I feel like it's competitive. We're just maybe biased, but not really good at it right now. I just wish that the Den roof had the cutout that we've always talked about. I feel like it would play much better with it. But regardless, I think Den Overload is actually really fun too. I wish the points were back to what it was pre-patch, pre-major. But I think Den Overload is really fun to watch.
No way, you don't get a capture after performing a vivisection on your teammate. Last man Ghosty. No way,
Kips just random. Kips the lead blocker.
And now the back line is still in danger. The front line has just been saved for a second longer. But Joe, back on the front foot we go.
I mean, I want to see Kleenex, right? This is the most interesting man in the map. He's going to show us something new at some point. Well, he dealt with the pinches. No trophy in tin, so Joe Deceive's going to just explode. And Kleenex probably falls off the map here.
What would you say is your best game mode at the moment? I mean, I would say Hardpoint, but I don't know. In matches, we've been on a crazy overload streak, so I guess you would say Overload. But I think we're a very good Hardpoint team. The thing is, like, I think our search is getting really, really good too now, at least. But it's hard because you don't get as much reps with Overload. Like, you scrim it every now and then, but the matches are the only reps only real reps you have with Overload, you know?
That's a good one. We'll take the happy
At least with Hardpoint, it's a little bit more consistent because you scrim it every day. You think Meltdown Search has any chance of making the pool in stage 3? Maybe. Joe just gets... Is he at 4 there? He does. Damn. Bro, he is frying. 28-14.
Couldn't smoke that out, could you? You give him a little bit of clarity and he rips apart your entire team. 2 minutes left to play, Toronto.
I'd rather be the best respawn team with good search than the other way around. I agree. I think it's easier to quote-unquote steal a search than it is to steal a respawn against a good respawn team.
Waiting for the play, but wait, Sib could cause a huge problem here. He's been dealt with on the flank. Oh my goodness. Koi now marching forward. Kips with a heads up play to back on up. He's pulled the Gentlemates forward, but he's now going for goal. He's trying to find a window. He's trying to find something here, but his teammates have been taken care of around him. But Kips, you can see it.
But oh, you guys talking about Meltdown? Meltdown, I thought we were gonna get it in going into Major 2, so I don't know. I think, how are we playing, chat? How are we playing Colossus Search and not Meltdown Search? Does anyone understand that? Like, to me, that makes no sense to me. I think they are definitely favoring maps that aren't remakes. I think they want to make sure that like the new maps are being added in if they're gonna add new maps. But shit, I think Meltdown is so much better than like at least Colossus, you know? Who makes the final decision? It's the league. The league makes the decisions now on the maps. Soccer Hardpoint would be cool. I think it would be cool as well. Different little pace, different play style. Definitely a fresh breath of fresh air. I feel like Scar is awful too. I think Scar is really good if we get the map or if we get the bomb site switched. Jorlax, appreciate the 5 gifted, man. Thank you. Thank you guys all for the sub set. You guys have been killing it with the subs. I appreciate all of it. Thank you, man. Thank you, everyone. Your ChatGPT reference for Ant was spot on. Oh, like the AI reference? Yeah. Again, that's just how he learns and how he plays it. Do you think he's still got a lot more to learn? 100%. Dude, we're in March, beginning of March. We still have what, 6 months before or what? Actually, it's closer than I thought. 3 or 4 months before champs. There's a lot of game left to play.
I'm not even gonna call the capture. Joe's under the table.
I mean, listen, C9's out here kickstarting narratives. Toronto make the roster swap. The team's looking fantastic. They're getting the clutch.
Where do you move the bombs to Scar? I would just again, I always talk about it, but I would move the B site somewhere P3 on one of the sides of the plane headies or low P3, like on the hill. I just think the problem is you have to bypass mid cut and you also have to bypass anyone just sitting top green and having a clear window on it. So it needs to be closer to the plane, at least. But really good series out of Toronto. They were kind of frying, clutched up in the searches or the search. What was it, 5-3 comeback? All right, chat. That's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna head out. I gotta do some stuff. Let me see who's streaming. Who can I raid, chat? Chat, who's streaming? I'll raid Cap. I'll raid JCap. JCap's streaming some VOD stuff. All right, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Have a good one.